Hi. If you are listening to this, my name is Kylie. Welcome collection family. Remember, no spamming, no cursing, and please no sus comments. Remember to hit the like button, and subscribe if you are new. Corvette. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me but I'm old, yeah. Yeah, all this money on me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me. Yeah, all this money around me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me. Out of your luck, huh? I'm that go-to when she down to come through clutch, huh? Sit brown till I'm flush time. My drip, real plush, huh? Internet tea off a blue pill. Hand grip stack of the blue cheese. Turn that to a bag in a new crib. Nice big spot by the seaside. Never stressed on for a handout. Just ain't on, but I be on. Just ain't on, need to be right, yeah. Gold fronts to show the color of my soul. Cool you think you is, you got me in a mode. Where I'm from, we live and die by the code. Either that or sell your soul to get a roll. Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me but I'm old, yeah. Yeah, all this money on me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me. Yeah, all this money around me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me.
All right, good morning, everybody. Appreciate you guys tapping in as always. Good freaking morning. Happy freaking Thursday. For some reason, I've been having some mic issues like the last 2 days, so that's why it's taking me a little bit longer to get on stream, but we're finally here. Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Hello. Good morning. Happy Thursday. What up? RBK in the building, what's good? Deleon, October in the building, Cushy, Mr. Los, Mr. Sheridan, Too Legit in the building, Tito Kicks, Murd, Bobby, The Walk, what up? Hitman in the building, good morning. Train Miner in the building, Jojo Dancer, what's good? Smash that like button, dude, my back's itchy. Mr. 843, Train Miner, Hitman, Fernando, what up, dude? Drex, good morning. Golly, my back's itchy. Mar in the building, what's good? Shadow Man in the building, Scene Lover, Ghost Rider in the building, what's good? J Bays, Buddy German, hear you loud and clear. Okay, cool. Appreciate you guys. Huck in the building, Brian, good morning. Pat, Green Bean Kicks, good morning. Victor, you good, Victor? What up, dude? Dre in the building, what's good? Jason, Big Beats in the building, AK Jose in the building, Assad. I just shipped my pants. Oh my god. Despian Nightmare, what's good? Tony in the building, what's good? Aiden, what's good? Tito Kicks, good morning. Stone Cold Dawn, Brian, what up, dude? Danny V, what's going on? Today's 9/11, chat. 9/11, man. Holy crap. Hold on. Today's Thursday. Today's freaking Thursday, bro. It's Friday Eve. Clown Kicks, what up, man? Vince, good morning. Gino, what up, dude? Good morning. What up, what up, what up? AT in the building, what's good? Good morning, Shane. Ready for the weekend to finally relax, Shane says. Well, there we go. James, what up, dude? What's popping? What's happening? Good morning to you. What up, Chevy? What up, dude? Good morning. Deli Venom, good morning. What up? I had to like use the wall, the corner of my wall, to like scratch my back, dude. My back was itching. Let's see. Colorado shooting. Sad 9/11. I heard that, and dude, there's just so much stuff that happened the last 2 days, the last 24 hours. Biggs, what up, man? Good morning. D-Tan in the building, what's good? Jeffrey, that shit was insane. Cushy says, Riddle Me Kicks, what up? Marcel in the building, what's good? Jeffy, what up, dude? What's good, Mr. Sheridan? Good morning. Today, the victims might be really Turk. Justin, what up, man? Good morning. Yeah, interesting day in the last 24 hours. I figured that, some of you guys would bring it up in the chat. Fight week, 100%, Brian. 100%, dude. It's on Saturday. So, too legit. What up, man? Too much violence, Zoe says. Yeah, fact, dude. V, good morning. What up, dude? October in the building. What's good? Good morning. Make sure you guys hit that like button. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, man. What up? Yeah, I did see that, dude. Why did my computer just do that, bro? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Mic check. I don't know why it kept doing that. Now it's like, all right, here we go. All right, well, freak, dude. I don't know why it kept doing that. Okay, I think I fixed it. What? Now it says my background changed, bro. Hold on. Desktop stuff. There it goes. I think it should. Okay, I just fixed it. All right. Hug your loved ones. Cushy says, what up, Tony? What's good, dude? Black Shinobi in the building. Good morning. What up, dude? Good morning, John. AK Jose in the building. What's good? A Rios. Good morning, Ronnie. What up, dude? Grails only. Good morning, Petty Eddie. Good morning. We can hear. Okay, dude. Every time I have to reset my background of my PC, but I don't know why it does that. The world's getting crazy. Too legit says, I hear you clear, Victor. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Corey, what up, dude? Famous in the building. A nurse though, I can hear you. Mo Easy Kicks in the building. Charlie faked his death, trust me. I don't know, man. That video that I saw yesterday was pretty intense. I was like, how do you fake that, bro? There's no way you fake that death, bro. There's just no shot, bro. You got front row seats, dude. Someone had front row seats, had the camera out, bro, the entire time. There's no way. Bro, what up, man? Good morning. BU in the building. Good morning. Demo, what's good? Mr. Stanley. Omar, good morning to you, my friend. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you hit that like button if you guys don't mind. Jinx, what up, dude? Good morning. What up? Let's see. AJ in the building. What's good? Yeah, it's better off you didn't watch it, dude, because it's pretty intense, dude. I remember I was like, I don't even know what I was doing, and then someone sent me a video. They're like, dude, did you hear about this guy? And obviously he's a gentleman that went around college campuses, had a lot of debates with multiple people. Yeah, it was pretty intense, and like I told you guys, I try not to I leave politics, religion, all that stuff out of the chat. There's no reason why you should ask someone what their beliefs is and all that fun stuff. I mean, obviously everyone's gonna have an opinion about, and that's your own beliefs and stuff like that. So I don't want you guys going back and forth. You're not arguing about some something that you believe in. Everyone has opinions, and that's it at the end of the day. I knew coming into the stream, I knew someone was gonna bring it up, but what I'm saying, just yeah, let's just try to keep it out of the chat so you guys don't go back and forth talking about it. They keep talking about the videos of this ring and the little move the ring into Pinky and all of a sudden it's fake, Tree says. I don't know, man. It's all types of conspiracy theories and stuff like that. But like at the end of the day, it's crazy, bro. Guy with a 360 no scoop, Jeffrey says. Honestly, he believes in politics aside. No one deserves it, Assad says. Delion, what up, man? Good morning. What up, dude? But yeah, today, sneaker wise, let's see, sneaker wise, dude. I think I got, yeah, the Air Force Ones that dropped today. We have stock numbers on those. I think Cash just sent it over. Like, which is these blue ones. And I wanted to show you guys something this morning as well. Hold on, let me see. Boom, this one right here. I'm talking about this Air Force One that's dropping today as well. All right, just respect each other's and try to live in peace, Dave says. Where a boy of edge from equal, Assad says. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. We need the sneaker talk, brother. There's too much to everything going on, Jinx says. I mean, it was a big thing, and I'm sure people were like, you know, there was a lot of people that were sending me stuff, and I was like, bro, man, like, holy crap, I don't want to see this stuff. It's freaking crazy. So opinions, if side you on, Demo says. I'm just here to listen about the next heat drop, Alvin says. Oh, the next heat drop is probably not until the Travises. So thanks, Rav. I agree. Keeping balls personal, Kickspear says. And that's the thing. That's why you just keep it personal. You know, everyone's gonna have their own opinions. There's always everyone's gonna have opinions, so just like treat it as just like another day. Scott dropping at retailers? ASG for the 42-month re-up. Are the Travis Scotts dropping at retailers? That's a good question. I think it will. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it's going to drop at retailers. From what I've heard, they are going to. I think when, okay, the number one thing is like when. You know, this is when you know the Travises are going to be dropping soon, is when you start seeing raffles that go out. But I think with a lot of the boutique stores, they're 100% going to be waiting until Nike gives them the green, like basically the go to when they could start, you know, dropping the raffle links. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know. And I think it's probably going to go down like midweek. Probably starting around like Tuesday, Wednesday, you're gonna start seeing like Alma Maner's social. I believe Alma Maner's social status and APB are gonna be like the 3 sites that are probably gonna have their raffles up first. So, let's see. It says get to the shoe information. You keep reading the comments in the chat about the situation. Just let it go. I mean, Zay, let me tell you, Zay Hart. Whenever if you're in a position to stream, you're gonna read the comments, right? So. If you're in a position like me, it's not easy to not read the comments sometimes. So yeah, I mean, you gotta put that into consideration sometimes. You know, it is sometimes you gotta understand. In my situation as a streamer, it is difficult to not read the comments and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know. You just gotta be in a situation that you're doing this all the time, bro. And I totally get it, but. I mean, that is obviously, you know, a lot of people are going to ask about it, and that's my response. So my response is like, you know what I mean? We're just going to try to keep it sneakers. And of course, there's going to be people in this chat that are going to bring it up because that's how a live stream kind of works. When people are going to put it in the comments and I'm going to see it. So that's just how it goes. But yeah. I'm just trying to, you know, just keep it respectful in the chat. That is it. That's all I ask, is just try to keep it respectful as possible. You know what I mean? So, where's my bar goes to school? Thankfully, she wasn't there yesterday, but her cousins were, a not easy thing. I see Charlotte, I hate, and we need to find ways to be better. Kumo says. Purdy out, Mac Jones, you're up. I know. He's going to be, Purdy is going to be out for the next, like, 3 weeks, bro. Like, 3 weeks. Hope the Travises were not on that container ship. They lost the load of Long Beach, dude. Let me tell you something, dude. And I was gonna bring that up today too. Is that like there's already prices out there, like resellers that I know that is 100% legit, dude. There's already a lot, dude. 1850 is the resale. 1850. Okay? 1850. That is how much a reseller right now is selling these Travises. And then they're selling in bulk $1,700. Sizes 7.5 through a size, well, actually size 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, and 10.5. Golly, bro. I'm telling you, just wait. I promise you guys this. Just wait. Okay? Just wait. Okay? Just wait until until it gets a little bit closer, until the drop of the fragments. Dude, you're gonna see these fragments everywhere. Like, there's like people asking, you wonder why, like, Raph, like, why is that the Travises are not at these events? Why I'm surprised that there was not a lot of Travises at SneakerCon. Well, it's probably because they're not letting go of these pairs until it gets a little bit closer to the release. It's probably what's going on. They're probably not wanting to drop the early picks of all the bulk that a lot of these resellers do have, so they got to move differently, dude. So I heard Travis is reselling these to pay off his what? Is he from the concert? Kimile says the fragments are very plain. Yes, 1780 is freaking nuts, dude. It's a lot of money for the shoe. See, like, this is what I saw on Twitter right here. Travis Scott Fragment lows 7.5. Like, we got a bunch of sizes right here. 1850. Shout out to the homie Raph Kicks. Sometimes, like, I don't know why people get him and me and him mixed up. Like, people think I'm him. Like, it's like, there's been a couple situations where, like, people's all like, yo, is this you, Raph? I'm like, no, that's not me, bro. It's like, you're a reseller. What do you mean I'm a reseller? They're like, this is you. I was like, that's not me. Just because it says Raph doesn't necessarily mean that's me. It's absolutely not me, bro. Okay? I've had multiple people, like, at me thinking that was me. I said, bro, that's not me, bro. I get it. There's not much people that's named Raph in the sneaker space that's, I guess, known. But yeah, that's not me. All right? Yeah, 1850. These will be $500. That's why I said Jordan 1 Lows, Chicago's, and Storm Blues are truly better than these 101 podcast says. Resellers are overpricing the Travis to make up for the profits lost this year, W. Rod says. Travis lives rent-free in everyone's head, Francisco says. Frank, some of the comments you be saying, bro, are real corny, bro. I'm not going to hold you. My opinions of the upcoming Chicago 1 Lows are way better than the fragments, Philly says. Yeah, which is not a hot take, dude. Which is not a hot take. It's really not a hot take. Okay, it's really not a hot take. Like, some people think like, oh, if everyone's overhyping the Chicago 1 Lows, well, maybe because you weren't around for it. That's it. Simple. Like, people get excited for certain shoes. I get it. Travis has got a high resale value. They're very hype, and they're gonna go for, you know what I'm saying, everyone's gonna like it. I get it. But like, what's it called? The Chicago Jordan 1 Lows are just, it's just a classic, and that's the reason why people love it so much. It's like when people gas up an OG. It's like, why are people gassing up the shoe? Well, because it's an original. It's an original shoe that, you know what I mean, that Michael Jordan wore. People are gonna, you know, be excited for a shoe they haven't seen in a while. That's what happens when shit goes for the resale market. People are gonna get excited about it. So I totally get it. Tito Kicks for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Tito Kicks. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships in the chat, man. Thank you, Tito Kicks. Thank you so much, my guy. Thank you. Appreciate that. They say in Metallics restocking. How true is that? Where's Metallics dropping at? I promise you, if Metallic 5s are dropping, they're probably on a botted site, bro. Not gonna lie, I thought you were Raph Kicks the first time I watched the stream, but realized quickly that you weren't him. Yeah. They gassed up the them cave stones. Yeah, what are you talking about? They though, like, there's people that definitely gassed up the cave stones because they like the shoe, and that is fine too. I was kind of gassing it up because it's a cool shoe. I think it's dope. I think it's cool. I think it's dope. I think it's a nice shoe. It's better in person, but like, I mean, you know, everyone's gonna have an opinion about a sneaker, right? But That's fine. That's okay too, bro. That's okay too. They're sitting. A shoe that's sitting, someone absolutely could gas it up. You know? Oh, by the way, those Kobe Bryant, Kobe 9s, they officially shipped. They shipped out. And yeah, you guys were absolutely right. That dark freaking, they ship out shoes pretty freaking quickly. I'll tell you that. Because they shipped out that shoe pretty freaking quick. They shipped that out like an hour after the stream was over. And then I should be getting them. Dude, they said I'm getting it not until like next week. But I think I'm going to get it. I think I'm going to get it like before that. I'm pretty sure I'll probably get the shoes probably by, what's today? Thursday. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if I get it by tomorrow because it's shipping from San Francisco. So, but yeah. Anything gonna knock the drop? I copped the soccer jersey and already scooped the all black glides earlier. There you go. I got my last pair of undefeated 4s yesterday, and they were in best condition of the 3 pairs. Tyler says, "Geez, you just got your pair? Golly, this today? No, these are. I'm just showing that some of the information that's going down for Travis's. So, but yeah." Cave Stones will be available in many retailers still. Cave Stone sitting makes me realize y'all don't really like shoes. What? Cave Stone sitting makes me realize y'all don't really like shoes? Man, listen, not everybody in here has got to buy what you buy, bro. Not everybody in here is going to buy what you will buy, bro. It's like everyone likes what they like. I didn't buy it. So it is what it is. Who cares? It's a nice shoe, but like, I don't know. You buy what you buy, man. Who cares? My pair of Packers comes in tomorrow, TSB says. Speaking of shipping, what up, New York Dad? When are you sending out the LA tees? I'm rocking my Wolf tees this weekend. I should be sending them out today because I was waiting for, because I ran out of packaging stuff, so I was waiting till Amazon showed up, and they showed up last night. Dude, it was weird because like I was like, who the heck knocked on my door, bro? It's like 8:30. And it was the freaking Amazon guy that just walked by. And because I was waiting for the packaging stuff. And that was the reason why you should be getting a tracking today. Is all I'm saying. All right. What up, Rami? What up, this is what up, Rav? At the airport, heading to Cali. Spend some time with the guys and off to Disney for V's birthday. There you go. Happy birthday to V. So I said happy birthday. Let's see everything and said everybody too legit says. 2 things can be true, Straight to Toe says. Cave Stones are lame compared to the other 4s that dropped this year. No, I think Cave Stones are nice. I think Cave Stones are slightly better than the rare 4s. I know I'm just saying. I don't get all the stuff, but I buy what you buy. There you go. I know. I was like, dude, I was so late. It was like, what, 8:30 that I got like a knock on the door randomly. I was like, bro, what is that? So it was just all my Amazon stuff that I got. So still haven't got my shatter backboards, Justin says. There you go. Safe travels are on his facts, dude. Haven't seen Tooth all week. Yeah, Tooth's been missing, bro. It's probably because Seattle, I tell you, dude, if Seattle had won, if the Seattle Seahawks would have won, Tooth would have been in this chat, bro. Easily. Tooth would have been in this chat, yapping, saying, how about them Niners, this and that. But still, like it's a little different that since the Chiefs lost, I thought he would be here, but I'm pretty sure he would have been here Monday since it was like the day after football. But yeah, I haven't seen him since the Seattle Seahawks lost. Waiting for the album Winner 4s, Dark Mochas, Alex says. Why do people care if the shoe sits? I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those, like, I told you so. Like, I told you it would be sitting. Congratulations. I think it's definitely one of those. It's like, if someone is, like, completely right, it's going to help their ego in a way. So it's like, all right, well, congratulations. There you go. You were right. You know? You'd be surprised, bro. 4-2 Car Kid, what up, man? Fresh Kicks, when did the Travises drop? They should be dropping sometime next week. My guess, since they drop on the 20th, which is on a Saturday, I believe it lands up Saturday. It should be dropping on a weekday, most likely. I'll definitely get you guys more information about that when it gets a little bit closer. I'm sure I'll probably find out. So I got my shutter backboards 2 days ago, and Nike sent from the replacement box. Wow, really? They sent you a replacement box for your shadow backboards? Like, what does the box look like? What up, Jesus Christ? What up, man? Good morning. To shut the curtains and his candles and begin the ritual to not lose the $800. Shane says, "Yeah, I mean $800 is a lot of money, bro. Like that's crazy, bro. The fact that he bet $800 for the Seattle Seahawks to have a better record than the Washington Commanders, I honestly think that is an insane bet. I mean, you got to be lucky, very lucky, especially the way the Washington Commanders are playing right now. I mean, it's only week 1, you never know, but still." It's a wild freaking bet. If it is a sit, it's all a bad shoe. I don't know. I don't get it. It is what it is. I love when sneakers sit. Great chance of getting under retail, AJ says. Where's the Tom Sachs joints dropping at, Raph? I think it's going to drop on its app. And honestly, I feel like these Tom Sachs are pretty limited. It just seems like they are. Like, you don't see early pairs of the new Mars Yard 3.0s. But, I mean, last time when they first dropped when they were starting to drop the Tom Sachs, it seems like they were getting a good amount of pairs out there, releasing them. Like, there was not many pairs like getting backdoored and whatnot. Majority of the pairs were getting released to the public, which was a good amount of Tom Sachs. So it's like it's a hit or miss on the Tom Sachs, whether if we get big stock or if we don't. Like, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens on Friday. Or tomorrow. Yeah, Tom Sachs supposedly are dropping tomorrow. I don't know when they're dropping on the Nike Sneakers app. That's the thing about the Tom Sachs. It's like, that's the question. When are they going to drop on Sneakers app? I don't know. That's how you know he's a diehard fan, though. That's all it says. A diehard fan, though. Yeah, I guess so. People want to see my team dismiss this... That is so bad, Basement says. Well, it's all no, not really. Morning, Raph and family, Lionheart says. Morning, big Raph. Hope you're having a phenomenal week so far. Appreciate that, MJ. Commanders will also play tonight. Yeah, it is Thursday Night Football, man. Monorafs and family, Lionheart says, dude, I think I'm going to start. I wanted to do this, but I was just so busy from SneakerCon and stuff like that. Because unfortunately, I was not home for the 49ers game and I wanted to react to it. I think I'm going to start reacting to WWE stuff since I always watch it and 49ers games specifically. So I think I might do that. I was wanting to do that on TikTok though. Let's see. Have you been on sneakers lately? There's a snippet for spring 2026. There are some Nike Rejuvenates runs. They look fire. I have not, MJ. I have not. Sachs has been real quiet since the list game, Leon says. Connecticut not beating the greatest team in the league. Never out, says. Said that last year, DHS. Is it a shock job? Robert says, I don't know what Nike wants to do. Okay, I don't know what they're doing when it comes down to bigger drops. Okay, it's either like, you feel me, Travis's, you know what I mean, like Travis Scott's. I truly think it's still gonna be a 10-minute draw. I don't remember the last time that they shock dropped a Travis Scott like that. But the way that Nike is really moving, I really would not be surprised if the Jordan 1 Low fragments, okay, if they end up dropping as an exclusive access. Okay, I still wouldn't be surprised. The way Nike is dropping big drops this year, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, but normally Nike, because we've seen where like we'll go live for a Travis Scott and then the Travises would like load up the same day, like the day before the actual release, as a 10-minute raffle on the Nike Sneakers app. We've seen it plenty of times. But at the same time, the way Nike has been dropping a lot of the really, really, really hype drops, they've been doing a whole lot of EA lately. So, I mean, it's really hard to really indicate whether or not if they are going to be dropping this as a 10-minute draw or as an exclusive access. So I don't know. So the Sachs releasing today. No, they should be releasing tomorrow. I'm expecting, I believe what a lot of people were saying, according to the Tom Sachs app, is that you're going to see they have the date on the app and it's saying that it's dropping on the 12th. So I don't know. It doesn't say exactly what time. So that live stream is going to be crazy. Hopefully, I mean, it's been kind of slow lately when it comes to sneakers, but I've been telling you guys this all the time. If you're here with us like Monday through Friday, right? If you're here with us Monday through Friday, it's like you've noticed, guys, that like, dude, if you look back on the awakes, you look back the undefeateds, the Nigel Jordan 1 lows, like during all that time, the brick by breaks, dude, people were tapping in every single day. Like, that's why I told y'all, like, a lot of people only come around. Like, if you're not our Monday through Friday guys, you'll notice that only people come around during stuff that's hype or that resells. So, I mean, if you're here every day, you should know. You see it, right? Just wait until Travis is, start to creep around next week. You're going to start seeing a lot of people probably tapping into the streams for sure, 100%. This is how it goes, man. When everything is hype or anything that's reselling, people are going to be tapping in. So it's just how it goes. Once the Travis release, we will start to see those picks of pairs stacked on the ceiling. I know folks that have 20 to 30 pairs already. Yeah, but they can't post it. That's the thing. They're not posting it. They're not posting it. They don't want to post it. It's either that or a lot of these resellers don't have the pairs in hand just yet. Because, I mean, look at the awakes. Like, once people got those awakes in hand, they were posting it like crazy. You were tapped in, and now this is the stuff drops. Gets packed in here. It really does. Facts. When there is some heat dropping, people come out of the woodworks. They really, really do, man. So, I mean, that's just kind of how it works when it comes to sneaker releases. Hey, Raph, are the fragments dropping on the Travis Scott site? Marsh says, yeah, they will be dropping on the Travis Scott website. And they're going to be dropping in full family sizing, dude. They're dropping in men's, kids, and infants. They're dropping in all sizing. So just be prepared that that's how it's going to go. I'm just here for glazing and buy what Rafi buys, because she says. So, hey, Raph, are these going to be at Foot Locker? Maybe just the Foot Locker in California. That's my only guess. Is this shoe going to be on Foot Locker? Probably only in Cali. There's only like one store. It's like a Jumpman store that normally gets Travis's. There's only going to be like one Foot Locker that's going to get them. So I'm just here every day to talk about sneakers and get through work this morning, P says. I appreciate you as always, dude. Hey, Raph, are the fragments true to size? Yes, they are true to size, bro. They are true to size. I can't wait to get my Fire Red 5s in hand, Ortiz says. Previous fragments are nicer, and none of them are anything special, Scott G says. I think the OG ones are better. I still think the OGs are better than these ones, though. But still, like, it's still a nice shoe in hand. Like, you got to see these in hand for sure. But the quality on these, I could appreciate for sure. So there will be a lot of infant and toddler W's from the Travis site, DeLeon says. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm here. What up, Kane? What's good, dude? Be best in the building. Good morning. Is Tom Sachs dropping on the sneakers app? It should. Tom Sachs should drop in the Nike sneakers app. I just don't know when that's going to be. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be on the Tom Sachs app, and they're going to be dropping these sneakers on the Tom Sachs app. And if you've been active, adding some points, to your app, you should be able to get a link, because I'm pretty sure that's how you're going to earn the opportunity to buy the Tom Sachs is through that app. So are the Kobe Moonwalkers going to be at Foot Locker or DSG, Tyler says. I believe so. I believe they will, Tyler. But like I said, they won't be dropping those Kobe's until next month. So agree, OGs are better, John says. I'm just here to talk about my Wolf t-shirt. Yes, sir. Coach should be getting the Fire Reds. I got him. Ask him about the quality, Dougie says. Okay. Out for a few weeks. What happened, Eric says? He has he hurt his toe and his shoulder. That's what happened to Purdy. Love the quality on these fragments. It's simple and clean. I love mine, Grills only says. There you go. I think Sachs will be a scratch and sniff on the sneakers app, DeLeon says. Based on the Tom Sachs app is ridged. Tell him to wear them, DH says. Oh, no. I'm here, Raph. What up, Scott G? Appreciate you always, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys don't mind for the one time. All right, smack that like button for the one time, man. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out as always, dude. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, I mean, like I told you guys, I know a lot of you guys are definitely going to be going for the Travises. Dude, I did see, I mean, I think we talked about it last week that they dropped a freaking Travis, they dropped an action figure. Did you guys see that last week? They dropped an action figure for $200, dude. And I think you can still buy. Hold on, let me see. Can you still buy it? Yeah, you could still buy this action figure. You could still buy this. It says Travis Scott action figure, rodeo album, USD rodeo. Travis Scott collection action figure, 10 years edition with the custom, blah, blah, blah. As seen in the rodeo cover, now the additional rodeo, 10 years retailing, special edition packaging, and updated components to be revealed later. It's a 1 foot action figure. That's a pretty big action figure. It's a pretty big action figure, chat. A 1 foot, dude. It's 12 inches. $200. Please note what is expected in the product. Images original 2015 edition. 10 years edition will have the new detailing, packaging, rodeo use album, and more to be revealed. Ships in 2026. Oh, man. Dude, it doesn't ship until 2026? Oh, brother. Golly. Travis said if you buy the action figure, you will get preferences for the Travis. Yeah, Yeah, if you buy these, you're guaranteed a pair of the Fragments. It doesn't ship out until 2026, dude. Like, now y'all can play with Travis and your other wrestling dolls, Scott G says. Frank bought the new pillow for his Travis Barbie, DH says. I don't know if Frank bought this. Is he still in here? Yo, Frank, did you buy this? He's probably ghost watching. I wonder if Frank bought that. I'm not 100% sure if he bought this or not. I mean, Frank's a huge Travis fan, so I'd assume that he bought this. But the thing is, you ain't getting this until next year, right? So, I mean, I guess it's like one of those, like, you spend $200, but like it shows, like, I'm wondering if that Labubu Travis Scott's, did anyone buy that? Did that get shipped out? What up, Jake B? Show my boy Jake B in the freaking building. Yeah, for 200. Yeah, so yes, he did. Okay, Frank got it. Dude, Frank, you got to have me review that shit, bro. When you get that shit in, bro. The Travis, the action figure. Dude, he's going to be 12 inches tall. He's probably going to be almost as tall as me now. Are you putting Frank on the spot? Because he's a huge Travis fan. So, Travis Barbie Turrigan is crazy, DH says. Yeah, $200, too much quality figures. Scott G says. What's the next grail on the Jordan brand should re-release? I'm hoping for the Air Jordan 3 or 6 Dornbeckers. I mean, I'm hoping that, but I also do hope that there's other older colorways that we want to see. So, let me see these replacement box. What is that? You hit on sneakers? Hold on, bro. Hold the front door, chat. He's not a fan. He's a glazer, just chilling, says. What's dropping today? What up, Warfare? What up, dude? Chalupa, what up, dude? Good morning. To recreate the bathroom scene from Grandma's Boy with that action figure. That's so crazy. Hold on, chat. Dude, did this? Okay, so I'm going to ask this guy real quick before I show this. Hold on. Let me see. What did he say? He says... Oh, he didn't say nothing yet. All right. So anyways, I'll just show it. I guess this gentleman right here, he ended up getting the shattered backboards okay, from the Nike sneakers app. And he said in the chat that he got a replacement box. This is his replacement box. What, did Nike just run out of boxes? I mean, whatever. You're gonna wear the shoe, but like, it kind of does suck that you didn't get the original box. This is like some outlet stuff, but like, that kind of low key sucks. That kind of low key sucks, bro. I want the Jordans to re-release the Jordan 1 Chicago lows, highs. No gimmicks, though. The OGs, W Rod says. That's a B grade box. I'll send them back. That happening to me with the metallic 5s on the restock. IMNV says. The bootleg. Yeah. It's either it got damaged and they gave him a replacement box. That could be another thing. If you were grabbing the shoe to collect, then yes, that's if you were just collecting the shoe, but they ran out of boxes. Oh no, the shoes would be going back. Hey Raph, today is the store pickup for JD Sports. No, that was Fresh Kicks. That was on Tuesday. Yeah, that's crazy facts, B-Best. They did to my son on the Air Jordan, the Jaw 3s. Yo, Raph, got my Awake 5s yesterday for the Nike app. They were super clean. The Awake 5s dropped on the Nike app. Really? Ricardo, what up, dude? Really gave him the backdoor board box. No shatters, Christian says. Better than just the shoe. Yeah, I mean, at least he got the shoe, but still, like, I get it. I mean, if you're going to buy the shoe at, like, retail price, I would assume that you would want to get the entire experience on the shattered backboard Jordan 1 highs. Ryan Jacobs, what up, man? Good morning. What up? Good morning. Ask for a discount, Deleon says. He can send them back and go to the shoe store or repurchase item. No big deal, Grill says. That too. That's a box for detective shoes, aka B grades, because she says, I don't wear the box, just the shoes, Drew says. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, he could probably easily go back to like Nike if he has a Nike store near, and he could probably return them and then probably exchange them for an actual box, because I'm pretty sure our shadow backboards are sitting everywhere. Busted out my OG Moonwalkers yesterday. They still crispy. Only worn them a handful of times. Let me ask you guys something. Okay? I'm going to ask y'all something. If you recently been at a sneaker store, are shadow backboards still sitting at your locals? Just a question. Is your outlets, or not outlets, excuse me, your Foot Lockers, JD Sports, and all that fun stuff, shadow backboard still there or what? Let me see if they're still on Nike. Jordan 1 high. Okay. That's the remaining sizes, dude. I don't think you're going to see shattereds. Full size run in Chicago. They're sitting at JD in the mall here. Surprised I haven't seen any in Virginia Beach. I bet you there's only a few sizes in certain areas, though. Because they're not sitting out here in Vegas. These are all the sizes remaining on the Nike sneakers app chat. I don't think you're going to see these in outlets. Like, people are hoping to get these under retail. They were sitting at the Kith Hawaii. What up? Shout out my boy Jake, dude. Jake, I miss you, bro. How you been, my guy? Seeing in Denver. These are all the sizes still available on the Nike sneakers app. Or this is actually the Nike app. We're painting on an entire experience, and that includes the correct box. Facts, bro. They aren't popular in South Florida, Scott G says. Small size only. Okay. Nah, bro, my local shops are all sold out, Shane says. Nike does fake sellouts on the app. They will restock soon on Nike. Just Friday, Just Friday, the shatter backboards were just 30% off at the Nike outlet here in Nebraska. Friday, shatter backboards were 30% off. Got my shatters for $40 off for retail. Under retail, there you go. I always got them on release day and for Sneakers Pass, and they sat, Miguel says. I don't know. Like, the thing is, there's another shoe also, right, that a lot of people, I told y'all, a lot of people were going to regret not buying is the white cement Jordan 4s. You don't see white cement 4s sitting anymore. Like, all the white cement 4s are literally selling out. Like, they're gone. That's why I'm saying, like, I feel like that's going to be a shoe that a ton of people are going to regret buying is the white cement Jordan 4s. And white cement 4s, and I'm pretty sure, okay, you don't see them on shelves. Last sale, dang, someone paid $357. We'll hang out soon. Been crazy busy with work and wedding planning. No, you're good, Jake. You're good, dude. You're good. I have a homie that's in the same situation. He's been really busy. You should got them under retail. JD Stash Cash DSG group coupons. Got mines for $145. Yeah, they are fire. I got these pairs. White cement 4s, Mar says. Buenos dias, fam. What up, Miguel? Good morning to you, my friend. Told you guys, white cement 4s, dude. There are definitely a shoe is worthy a double up in my personal opinion, and I'm excited because the shoe, I'm probably gonna get a double up. I got something in the lineups to get a double up on. They still at retails even under. I have an offer for $190 DS. I have saved on eBay. Nick says, there you go. For what? Shattered? Or we're talking about white cement Jordan 4s? Which one are you talking about? Which one are you talking about? I've already worn my white. I've already worn my Shattereds, by the way, chat. I've worn them one time already. Very, very comfortable shoe. And you guys already know I've been glazing the white, not the white cements, but the Shatter backboards for the last couple weeks, and I finally wore them. Look at the Jordan 4.3 Black Cats. Those are those sat. Remember? Yeah. I mean, eventually, a lot of these GRs like that drop are eventually going to sell out, and then you're not going to see them ever again. You know, that's just how it goes. Like think about some of the shoes that you heard from last year. Like majority of them eventually are going to sell out. It's either that Nike ends up discounting them at a low price and people just slowly but surely just buys them, and then they're just going to disappear from the shelves. That's exactly what I expect from white cement 4s. Probably expect these from the Shadow backboards as well. So I just noticed that looking at the Awakes Jordan 5s on StockX, they have the initial New York on the heel. On the Jordan 5 Awakes on the sneakers app, has the lettering 23. Do you guys know what's going with that? I don't know. I do not know. I walked right into the Nike store in Pasadena last Friday on my lunch break and picked up the Shadow backboards. There you go, Ronald. Yeah, now the Black Cat's going for like $300. Are those Shadow backboard ones anywhere for under retail, Dr. Shoe? I don't know. I haven't really seen them. I don't really go to the outlets out here in Vegas. Like, I remember the very first time, okay? The very first time that I went to the outlets out here in Vegas, like, and I went early in the morning with Riley at the time when we dropped Rose to school. Dude, there's a bunch of freaking outlet sweats out in there, dude. There's just outlet sweats running back and forth, going through every single shoe. Like, no wonder why you don't find anything, because there's actual like outlet like sweats that go in the morning and they take all the good stuff. So like, you got to get there early in order to find something good. Like, you've seen the videos on some people's videos, contents. People are making videos of like running into like they're running into outlets and grabbing all the good stuff. You going for the 5s this weekend? Elijah says, probably it's going to be a pass for me. I got what I needed this month, which is the Kobe's. So the Kobe's are like literally the only thing that I really, really, really wanted. So I'm really excited to do that unboxing with you guys, by the way. Where am I? Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to do that unboxing with you guys. I'm pretty sure I'll get that tomorrow, by the way, for the Kobe's. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this guy got them on the sneakers app, dude. That's freaking nuts, dude. That's nuts. He got them on the Nike sneakers app, chat. That replacement box that he got them on Saturday. I got the Blue Racer Awakes, and they're so fire in hand, crazy quality. Wish Undefeateds would have followed suit. Rafi, please let us know if anyone else drops the Kobe 9 Moonwalkers today. I really need a pair. Yeah, I think majority of the thing is, it's unfortunate because like I know some people actually wanted them, right, for the Moonwalkers, but unfortunately they only dropped yesterday on boutique stores, and obviously the next time that you're going to be able to have another chance for these Kobe's are going to be on the Nike sneakers app. I wouldn't stress out too much on the Moonwalkers, to be honest with you, because I feel like stock numbers are going to be pretty decent on the Nike sneakers app, especially if they're dropping in October. Okay, 101 podcast. Think about October is a pretty stacked month. It really is. Like, it's going to be a little bit after the Travis's Fragments. They're supposed to drop around October time. There's a good amount of stuff dropping in October. And think about this 101 podcast. The shoe is $220, okay? And if they drop like 40,000 pairs of them, which I think they probably will, maybe a little bit more, there's going to be a ton of people that will probably pass. And it's also going to depend on when they're going to be dropping them too. Like, if it's going to be dropping during a big drop or the same week of a big drop, I'm sure there's going to be people that might pass on the shoe. But at the same time, you know, people are going to be like, oh, Raph, they sold out everywhere in boutique stores and stuff like that. Probably because a lot of people were feeding off the Kobe 9s because they had resell and they haven't dropped on the Nike sneakers app. So resellers know that they could probably resell these and move them right before they drop on the Nike sneakers app. So that could be it. Why they got stupid botted everywhere. But glad that I was able to grab myself a pair, man. It's crazy because like when we first started the stream yesterday, 101 podcast, I don't know when you tapped in, you could have got your size on the freaking Shop Nice Kicks. There was a ton of sizes there. There was a ton of sizes there for on Shop Nice Kicks when we first started the stream up. And I freaking was sleeping like a duck, dude. I was like, man, what the heck, bro? I was like, man, come on, man. I was like, how do I miss out on this? So, yeah, I've definitely underestimated the shoe for sure because they got freaking cooked, especially on Undefeated. They got freaking cooked, dude. And they didn't seem like they had a whole lot of sizes on their site either. So, it is what it is, bro. Can you keep the Niner hat in pristine condition all these years? How can you keep that Niner hat in pristine condition? Because I take care of it, I guess. I don't know. What do you mean? I got another one that I'm going to start wearing here soon. I'm going to wear this one that Deadly Venom got me. I'm going to start wearing that very soon. I just got to curve the brim. I don't know. You guys like your brim curved on your fitted hats? Would you end up grabbing them from Raph? I got them from Dark. I'm not saying it, bro, because I know a lot of you guys are going to want me to say it. So I'm not going to say it for a specific reason. Okay? But I got them at Dark. Because no, I do sweat, bro. I do sweat. But it crashed out. Love to see it, Francisco says. Man, I wanted that shoe, dude. Let me see. Shout out to everybody that got the Moonwalkers, though. Tell you, man, they look so much. They look good. I'm glazing it. The two shoes that you could tell me that I glazed, actually, there's 3 shoes that I glazed this year. Okay, there's 3 of them. Okay, there's 3 shoes that I absolutely glazed this year. Chicago 1 Lows. Okay, Chicago 1 Lows, Shatter Backboards, and the Kobe's. Those are like the 3 shoes that I freaking glazed all freaking year. And I kept the same energy. I got Kittle and Purdy, Markinsol says. Did you get the Niners rival jersey? I did not, bro. I did not. I will eventually get it, man. I'm not worried about it. Let's see. Your 49ers are cooked for 5 weeks. Sorry. Yeah, it's all good, man. It happens. It happens, dude. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I put up 2 picks in sneakers W's. Warm Breast Milk says, what up, Shaka? What up, dude? Moonwalkers from Packer shoes got canceled. SMH. Damn. What size did you get? End up trying to go for Ortiz. Might as well start a donut shop, Assad says. You forgot. Oh, yeah, I did glaze the white cement 4s. Yeah, white cement 4s. I freaking glazed like crazy. I would say like the number one shoe that I glazed the most this year, it's got to be Shattereds. I think that's got to be number one. Shattered backboards or white cement Jordan 4s. Those are like the 2 shoes, like the number one. That's got to be equal when it comes to number one. Because when I first got them shattered backboards, oh, brother, I was glazing. I was glazing heavy, bro. What up, B. Lewis? Just tuning in, Raph. Who has the shattered backboards? Steven says. This is on Nike, bro. This is on Nike. I hit 8.5. They said they was in issue with inventory. Damn, dude, that sucks, bro. What about Chicago One Lows? You were hyped about those. I am hyped. I'm still hyped about it. I'm still hyped, bro. If anyone's not really hyped as much as I am with the Chicago One Lows, that's fine. Okay, it's fine. They just weren't there, which is okay too. They just weren't there for it, and that is fine. Like, you wonder why, like, some people always get confused to why, like, oh, why is people like, I'm confused to why people are gassing this shoe up. It's like, maybe because you just weren't there, man. You know what I mean? You just weren't there. Like, those infrared 6s that are dropping next year, dude, those low-key bring back some memories, too. I'm not going to hold y'all. Like, this is when the wifey and I were dating. And we were, in a long distance relationship during the time. And I used to take a ferry ride. I used to walk on the ferry and walk to the Nike store, because Nike store would be down. It used to be in downtown Seattle. And I used to take a ferry boat across the water, okay, to go to the Nike store. And I remember during that time, I walked in and there was a bunch of stuff sitting. I mean, we're talking about like the, we've talked about this before, the 11 Lab 4s. Those were sitting. They had a lot of the Prime Knit Racers, if you guys remember those back then. And they had the Jordan 6 infrareds, red infrareds. They dropped those because the downtown Seattle Nike, they had done a huge renovation during that time, and they were releasing like older Jordans that were releasing during that time at the Nike store. There was like a wave of different shoes every single day. Like there was Columbia 11s, there was the Jordan 11 Gammas, there was the 11 Lab 4 series with the red and black. They had the bunch of 6s. That's when the Sport 6s dropped. They dropped those with the white infrared 6s, which was really, really cool. And I saw them sitting everywhere, dude, sitting all over that Nike store. And that was during the weekday too. So that was kind of cool to see. Chicago One Lows sat too. Yeah, I mean, I still have that video. I told you I still have that video when when the Shadow One Lows with the big swoosh with the Chicago One Lows, when they were sitting during that time. I think that was 2014. I believe so, maybe 15. I don't know which one it was, but that was one shoe that the wifey was like, because we went to a concert. And she said, I told you guys, I told some of y'all this story, is that we went to a concert and she was like, no, like we shouldn't be spending money on shoes because we're going to this concert. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And I have that on a vlog too. I don't know which vlog it was. I have some vlogs that, like, it's crazy how long me and the wife has been together, man. And seeing these older videos that I used to pick her up from the airport, and yeah, man, golly, bro. Let me look back, bro. Yeah, we went to a Justin Bieber concert. Oh my gosh. This was 9 years ago, dude. Hold on, let me show y'all real quick. I had braces. Look at me and the wifey, bro. Look how skinny my face was. This was like 2014, bruh. I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways. See? The shadows. The shadows, and then you have the Chicago one lows. I think I was like 19 in that video. On this video. I was only 19 years old, bro. 10 years later, dude. 10 years later. I was so close on buying that shoe, dude. So close, but I decided not to. Crazy. And that's when it had like the really big swoosh on it. See, they had the shadows. Don't judge my pants. With the shadows, and then you have for some reason, okay, for some reason, seeing this shoe and this on this old video is that the swoosh is super fat on this one, but on the pictures that I've seen lately on the Chicago one lows, for some reason, the swoosh this year doesn't seem as big as it was back then. So like you could tell, like this swoosh is fat, bro. Like this swoosh is chunky. Okay, so crazy to think that people did like mids more than the lows back then. Yeah, absolutely, bro. During this time, nobody liked lows. Nobody did, dude. That's why the lows were sitting. Nobody liked the lows, bro. I liked them, bro. I love the lows, but it's like no one really liked it, which is fine. You know, obviously the Jordan 1 highs were obviously, you know, kind of hot, getting hot during that time. So really looks like a bowling shoe. Where did you live and where did she live? She lived in San Diego and I lived in Washington. So you went to a Bieber concert? Absolutely, bro. With the wifey. She was a big Justin Bieber fan. And I was like, why not, bro? And plus we were just dating, dude. Like me and the wifey, we were only together during this time. Me and the wifey were only together for 2 years, dude. And we were flying back and forth. We had a long distance relationship for 3 years until we finally moved in with each other. So I think I moved in with the wifey when I turned 21. I like swooshes, like I like the booties thick, bread and butter says. I never switched on my Jordan 1 lows, Francisco says. The Chicago lows for $60 at the DTLR clearance, Firefleet says. I didn't like lows until Travis came through with the backwards check. You know, Nicholas, I appreciate you, being very, very honest. All right, I appreciate you being very, very honest with that response. I don't like lows. Like dunks grew on me. Then the Jordan lows were better than the dunks to me. What up, collection? What up, unknown? What's good, dude? Will the Mars Yard 3.0's release on Sneakers app? Bob Ross says yes. It should drop on the Nike Sneakers app. It's a matter of time is when, because I know they're dropping on the app tomorrow. But they should be dropping on the Nike Sneakers app. I just don't know when. All right, I don't know when that's going to be. So my Supreme SB Blues arrived today. Woo woo. Kosher says there you go. You were trying to get them draws? Wait, what? That's a valid take, Francisco says. I mean, that's fine. I mean, at least he's honest. Me too, I can't lie. What shoe did you wear when you proposed? I wore the LeBron 11s. Oof. I think I wore Yeezys. It was on the beach when I proposed to the wifey. And that was on the beach. Yeah, it was on the beach. It was all white. I wore like my beaters, bro, my Yeezy beaters, because I didn't want getting my shoes dirty. So I wore Yeezys. LeBron and Rodman had the backward swoosh before Travis's. Yeah, they did. Have y'all seen those Adidas Campuses Uggs are dropping? Tyler says I did not. The Moonwalkers are going to release on October 30th. Why? So I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't know why they're dropping. I don't know why they're dropping like so late. Does anybody know? Because we kind of talked about this, how the Moonwalkers are not dropping until like in October. But man, they're pushing late October 30th. October 30th, that's like a whole ass month. Like even maybe more. It's like a long time. Very long time. Ooh, let me show y'all what I had too. Hold on, let me see. I forgot what shoes I was wearing here. No, this one. What shoot? What vlog was that, man? I had the white cement Jordan 3s with the Jumpman in the back. I forgot which vlog that was, dude. Damn, I gotta find it. I got some old vlogs in here, dude. Very old vlogs. The Travis Scott's dropping in 30 minutes, Dan says. No, they're not dropping until next week. I think I was gonna say about the Travis's, since there's already resellers trying to sell them. Hey man, listen, chat. 1850. Thoughts? Meaning, I was gonna say, yo, Frank, 1850. Frank, 1850. $1,850, Frank. You need them? You said you were willing to pay how much for these Travises? 2 bands, right? 1850, Frank. I'm vouching for Raph Kicks because he's 100% legit. $1,850, Frank, because I know you're. Hey, listen, Francisco was at SneakerCon LA, and man was like, he was willing to pay this type of price for the Travises. Hey, I was like, hey man, listen, I got you. What is it? Aren't you like a 10.5? I'm not paying more than $800 for a size 8. 1850. Steal. 2000 for an Air Jordan 1 low, fam. Efren got him. Get him, Cushy says. Sniper Kicks is doing a pre-order for $1,400. Got my Travis Fragments for $1,200 in a size 10. Got my Moonwalkers yesterday at Shoe Palace store. Went to the Undefeated store in LA, and they said the Moonwalkers were pushed back for the store purchase. Damn, that sucks. Where was he at SneakerCon? Francisco says. I don't even know where this guy is from. I'm only 19 right now. You got any advice for me? You're 19 years old. Do I have any advice for you? I mean, I don't know. Does anybody have advice for him? A 19-year-old? I don't know. 19 years old. Do I have any advice for you, bro? Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Get your money. You know what I'm saying? Save your money. If you live with your parents still, and you don't pay no bills, save your coins, bro. Okay? I wish I listened to my dad, but I didn't. Okay? Get your money up, save your money. Yeah, you live with your parents. Yeah, if you live listen, if you live with your parents still, hey man, listen, hey man, I'm not judging, okay? There's a lot of people that still live with their parents and they're in their 30s, bro. Okay? I mean, maybe if you're like in your late 30s, and you have kids, you know what I mean? Maybe you have to consider moving out of mom and pops unless you're taking care of them. That's a huge difference. I would say that's a huge difference whenever you're in your late 30s and you have kids and you're the one paying everything in the household and you're taking care of your parents. You know what I mean? That's different, especially if you live in a state like maybe New York, or a city like New York City, or like LA, or somewhere expensive, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's expensive out here. It's too expensive to live on your own in New York City and LA, or some big major city like Seattle too. It's expensive, Pick your friends wisely. I agree with that one, Funk Bod. I would say, that is maybe one thing I wish I did differently, was being around certain people that okay, well, maybe I should just say it since that was a long time ago. Maybe I should have been around people earlier in my life that really wanted to be very successful. You know what I mean? Definitely. I feel like I think that's a very underrated comment too. Picking your friends wisely. Rafi, is your rent cheaper in Vegas or Seattle? Oh, 100% in Vegas, dude. It's cheaper. I'm 33. I own my own house with 7-year-old that's excited, and my wife and my mom lives with me since she is sick. Wilson says, which is that's fine. Everyone has their own lifestyle, bro. You know what I mean? Everyone has their different lifestyles. I would love to take care of my mom, when she gets older and stuff like that. I don't mind her living with me. Wrap it up. Save money. Stay out of the clubs, bars. You ain't missing nothing, and work on yourself. Ryan says, yes, we live in my in-laws' house, and we have one kid we take care of. Then I pay all the bills and property taxes. Also, house will be in my wife's name. E-Money says, build a career, not just a job. Live life comfortable, and not struggle paycheck to paycheck. Find people that will build you up, not tear you down. Tyler says, absolutely, bro. 19, put your money into things that appreciates over time, not the rest of everything. Look at the 401k and run IRA. And Dave Ramsey, Tristan says, are they going to drop only on Travis' site? No, they're dropping on the Nike sneakers app. See? Well, there you go. If you are young, okay, in the chat, well, look, we got some grown folks who give you some advice, okay? I think a lot of people, especially like some of the older folks, will probably tell you things that they wish they did when they were younger. You know what I mean? Like, there's things that people wish that they did differently when they were younger. So like, it's like one of those things, you feel me? Like, I remember growing up, okay, not gonna lie, my sister ended up getting her child, her first kid, when she was very young. And it was crazy seeing, like, my parents trying to give her advice, and she would never listen until it obviously caught up as they got older. And it was just one of those things where, like, yep, I told you so, because eventually you're going to be like, yep, mom, pops, you were right. I should have listened. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's a life lesson, bro. You just go through it sometimes, I just bought my mom a brand new car. It's like one day I'll tell my child, I'll probably tell my girls the same thing that my dad used to tell me and my sisters when we were kids. Just a repeat cycle, bruh. It's like, you know what? My dad will probably look at me and be like, yep, hey, man, listen, how many years I've been telling you this? You never listened. Never play with matches, Talent Legend says. Bought her home at 25 years ago, Wacko says. I feel it's a little bit different, though, especially buying a house nowadays. It's expensive. Buying a house expensive in, in the big 2025. It's not like back then during COVID where, like, interest rate was still low, but interest rate is still high. What, back then when interest rate was like at what, 1-2%, maybe 1%, 2%. Now interest rate is like 5-6. Do all the work then when you're young, so they can enjoy it, and others older age, and your wife and children. Wacko says. Learn multiple languages and move out of the country. Will be with better quality of life. Nice. Yeah, you'll tell your kids to move around. I'm 37 with a girlfriend and wife on the side. Huh? You said I'm 37 with a girlfriend and wife on the side. Wow. I mean, maybe I read that wrong. I'm 37 with a girlfriend and a wife on the side. I read that. I don't know if I read that wrong. You got a career, a trade, or something? I don't know if I read that wrong, chat. I don't know if I read that wrong. Next Friday, some people live that life. Tutun says, Rap, did you want a son at any point of when having kids? Pedro, you know what? My mom's the same way. Okay, my mom had 5 of us. I was the youngest boy, so obviously, my parents wanted a boy. So, I feel like I am very. Like I'm likely to probably not get a boy until I probably keep going, because me and the wifey already agreed. I think that we are done after 3 kids. I think I've come to my not even my senses, but like for me as a parent and having my 2 girls is already a blessing. I I think it don't matter for me whether, because I've seen videos and I've seen all over the internet how like some of the new generation could be very picky to what they want. You know, I was like, man, I wanted a boy, and I wanted. Well, like for me, it's just like as long as my babies are healthy, and the wifey goes through, you know, our normal, you know, labor, like a regular labor. That's all that I would want. You know what I'm saying? Assad for the 2.
On black.
Assad for the 2. Save money when you turn 30. Put it all on black. Yeah. Devin for the 20.
Oh, Devin donated $19.99.
Shout out my boy Devin for the $20 donation. Shout out to my boy Devin. Devin, it was a pleasure meeting you over the weekend, by the way. Thank you. Dono didn't let me add a message. Devin, what up, my guy? What was your message, Devin? I'll read it out loud. Shout out my boy Devin. Thank you so much for the $20 donation, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Shout out my boy Devin. I think it's because like I was really like I feel like because when we had baby Riley was a COVID baby. She was born on in 2020. So when we were in the hospital, bro, it was just different, bro. Like I was not used to just being me and her in the hospital, and it was just different. Like I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous, I was scared. There was a lot of situations where I was just like, I didn't know what was going on. Paulo for the 35-month re-up. Blessings no matter what the team, but Team Boy, Paulo says. Thank you so much, Paulo, for the 35-month re-up. Like, it was different. If anybody had a baby during COVID, it was just different, bro. It was just different, you know? It was just different, bro. It was very, very different. Just mentally, it messed me up because it was like, I was standing. I remember, I could remember exactly what happened. When they put her into the delivery room, bro, I was standing in the middle of the room, and then there was like 6 nurses that came in, and the shit started beeping. I didn't even know what everything meant. Shit just started beeping. I was just like, there was like 6, 7, 8 nurses that had to help the wifey get flipped over, and I just said, everyone stop, like literally in the middle. I was like, bro, what is going on? No one's telling me. Like, I freaked the fuck out, bro. I was like, what is going on? I was like, can someone tell me what the fuck's going on? Like, legit, that's the way I said it. Had a mask on and everything because no one would tell me. And I was freaking out, bro. Imagine being in the middle of the room. It's just you and the wife. And, like, all these freaking nurses start to freak out. And I'm just scared of my life. And it's like, what is going on? Final one that can cook good in bed, treats you right, and makes sure they never meet each other, Deadly Venom says. We're 7 weeks pregnant with my first kid. There you go, Bernard. Congratulations, my friend. 7 weeks pregnant, huh? Metallic Fives drop on DSG and Snipes. That was yesterday, I think, that DSG dropped them. I don't know about Snipes. Oh, absolutely, bro. I was like, I didn't know what the hell was going on, bro. It was during COVID, and didn't know exactly what was happening in the room, bro. And they finally told me in the hospital, waiting for my daughter to be born in my birthday. Pray for me as quick. Wait, in the hospital? Oh, V, you're in the hospital right now waiting for my daughter to be born on my birthday. Well, happy birthday, first and foremost. And V, congratulations, dude. That is awesome. Congrats, dude. You know what? I hope, you know, the wifey goes through, you know, a safe and normal pregnancy. Congratulations to homie V. The man's in the hospital right now, man, waiting for his daughter to be born, chat. Shout out my boy V, man. That's awesome. Congrats, V, in the freaking chat. Happy birthday and congrats. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. Yo, V, keep us up to date, bro. You're going to be busy for the next couple weeks, my friend, or a couple months. Well, maybe forever you'll be freaking busy. COVID's was stressing me also, Waco says. Check your outlets for the Orchid pink Jordan 4s. They're popping up. Congrats, V, and happy birthday, man. That is awesome, man. Shout out my boy V. No longer have a birthday. Your daughter... yeah, GG's, bro. He says, sir, you no longer have a birthday. Your daughter has taken over the reel of your life. Yeah, no. For the rest of your life. Facts, bro. It's like, yo, I'm not celebrating my birthday anymore. It's just my daughter's. That's awesome, dude. That is all dope. Tell the wifey sending prayers and love. You know, let her know we said that. You going for Civil WWE? Yes, I will be, Arvin. I will be going for a Civil Regime WWE. I think I might live copy it. I think that's Friday, right? Tomorrow Civil is dropping. I think the preview is tomorrow, or is it today? And then the drop is tomorrow. Dude, Civil Regime is about to have a big WWE drop. If anybody is a WWE fan, they're dropping Eddie Guerrero t-shirts, Stephanie Van Kier t-shirts, and also they're dropping Rey Mysterio t-shirts and Penta. Devin for the 2.
Message not going through, but DM do on IG.
DM me on IG. Shout out my boy Devin, man. Thank you so much for the $2 donation, my friend. He said it was a pleasure meeting you at SneakerCon. Didn't get a chance to say, but happy anniversary to you and the wifey. If anyone deserves the best opportunities, it's you. You're proud of how far you've come. Can't wait to see what's to come. Thank you, Devin, man. I appreciate you, bro. That was really nice of you. Shout out my boy Devin, man. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. I got the opportunity to meet Devin in person for the very first time at SneakerCon. It was a pleasure, man. Shout out to my boy Devin once again. He came up to me and then I was like, "What's up, man? What's your name?" He's like, "It's Devin." Oh, Devin. I was like, "Bro." I gave this motherfucker a hug, bro. I gave this motherfucker a hug, dude. I was like, "Devin." And I was all like, "Yo, Jumperman Chris, is Devin." He's like, "I know who Devin is." I was like, "Bruh." Oh, like, it's Devin. Shout out my boy Devin, man. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Devin. Was next for Penta, Francisco says. Yeah, we might live cop the Civil drop since I'm going for Civil. So it should be a big WWE drop, which I'm extremely excited about it. They are going to be showing the preview today for Civil Regime. So maybe I'll screen record it for you guys and show you guys what exactly they're going to be dropping this, what's called this upcoming week when it comes down to this stuff. So I'll definitely 100% let you guys know. All right. Let's see. I like to bring it in. Deleon says, "Well, no, it's just like, bro, I show mad love, bro. To anyone that I am familiar with in the chat, dude, I will show you mad love in person, bro. And that's just how I am as an individual, dude. So it is nice seeing a lot of face, and then getting, I'm saying the YouTube names. I'm like, this is you, so it's cool. Now I'm scared to meet you, grabbing your fans and squeezing them. Hugs, don't attack me, Dougie says. Yeah, for you, Dougie, how about this? I'll give you a nice little handshake, bro. All right? Nah, it's all love, bro. It's always cool to meet a lot of you guys in person. So, and it's like the same thing with Rojo Visions. Met Rojo Visions, Flo John. Met a good amount of you guys in person. So it was cool. I'm down for a live Civil Regime cop. Do it, Rap. W Rod says, yeah, there's some stuff that I'm definitely gonna fold on during the Civil drop. So I'm pretty excited about it, especially for some of this new stuff that they got going on. Super excited, chat. By the way, if anybody wants these Air Force Ones, they're dropping in 10 minutes. Let me see what the stock numbers are. All right, I'm kidding. I'll give you a hug, dude. I'll be on my tippy toes, my friend. All right, here we go. Let me see. Stock numbers. Wow. Why are these so limited? Chat, this Air Force One right here there's only 1,400 pairs dropping this morning on these. I don't know what's so special about these, but 1,400 pairs. Okay. When are the Travis dropping? Matthew, if I were you, 100% tap in with us starting next week. Okay. The reason why I say this, because Travis Scott's Fragment Jordan 1 lows will 100%, okay, will 100% drop next week, all right, on the Travis Scott website. It's going to be at a random time and a random day, okay? All I'm saying is if you want the Travis Scott fragments, I suggest you guys to tap in with us every day next week, okay? Because Travis Scott team, they like to drop whenever they want and what time. Like, it's going to be all random. And if you're not familiar with the Travis Scott drop, well, guess what? Welcome. Okay, you're going to get a lot of people asking, what's the password? What's dropping? What time? Do you know when? Is it going to be today? If you are going to get frustrated next week and saying, oh, Rap, this is clickbait, this, well, guess what? You're probably first time going for a Travis Scott drop. Guess what? A lot of people in here, this is not a lot of people's first rodeo. They know how Travis drops go. All right, chat. You guys already know a lot of you guys. This ain't your first rodeo, so it's gonna be a whole lot of waiting all freaking day. I promise you. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty tapped in when it comes down to like some of this information. So I'll definitely let you guys know to see exactly what's gonna go down. So I'll 100% let you guys know. Probably only 1,400. Because they can't tell that many of them. I saw them in person. They're nice. They're gonna fog up when you put your feet in them immediately. Wes says, when are the results going out to come out? They're that's a type of question too. 100%. You know, that's 100%. You know what? There's a lot of people that just will still go for like infants and like preschool sizing just to feel like they hit. You know. So, but we'll see how it goes next week. I've never been to a rodeo wrap. Just chillin' says. Still don't own an Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott. Really? You have 0, J-Main? J-Main, what size do you wear, bro? What size do you wear? Prepare and wait possible all day, Roy says. Yeah, 100%. 0 to 12 on a site, Jordan says. Those Air Force Ones are sitting on the lapstone and hammer already, Too Legit says. When are the Tom Sachs Mars yards dropping? They should be dropping tomorrow, Alex. They should be dropping tomorrow. If you have not been active, that's when I know that some of you guys don't have the app because the app, according to some of you guys that actually have the app, it actually shows the time and date on there for the to when exactly the Tom Sachs are going to drop, and it says that the Tom Sachs are going to drop tomorrow. Don't know exactly what time. So I honestly think it's going to be like an EA type deal where like if you've been active and adding some points into your into the app, it's going to give you access to the sneaker. So did you get a pair of Kai's Adidas, Mr. Sneak says? I did not. I only think he only brought like 3 pairs at SneakerCon. He only had like a few pairs. He was giving them away. So he only had 3 of them, I believe. I wonder if they these Air Force Ones will have any hype, because they limited, still not going for them. Wild concept for me, Matthew says. App invoices go out tomorrow. Yes, if you guys don't have the app, I suggest you guys to have it. But invoices 100% are going out tomorrow. I just don't know how widely available this Tom Sachs is going to be. Like, I really, really, really do not know. I just know that the retail price is like $300. So if anybody's going to want these Tom Sachs, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that the Tom Sachs are going to retail almost around $300, chat. So that's like, I think that's like the number one, like one of the reasons why I'm like a big pass. I'm not willing to spend $300 if I don't love the shoe, you know? Like, I get it that some people want them, but like, I'm just not the biggest fan of the Tom Sachs. I'm just not. I don't know. I don't get the hype around it. But I mean, if you are one of those people that want it, hey man, listen, I'm all for it if you want it. But for me, it's a big pass. I'm good. Don't need them. All right. They're selling them for resale price. Oh, well, resale, it's like, dude, resale is going for a lot on those, I think. So here's another 5 gifted, by the way, to get you guys going in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys don't mind for the one time, dude. I appreciate you guys, as always, for hanging out with me. We want Tom Sachs, Raph. W. Rod says, can you show how they look like? You don't know how the Tom Sachs look like? Let me show you, man. Here it is. Here they are. All right, if you guys got a membership, make sure you guys run it up for the one time. Mars Yard. Here it is. This is how they look like. They retail at $275. $275 is the retail price. All right, retails 275 buckaroos on these ones. So if anybody wants these, that's how much you're paying. But obviously, everyone has their eyes on the StockX stuff, so I get it, because these are going for like over $1,000 right now on the resale market. So I think that is like one reason why a lot of people are going for this. So there is a ton of resale to the shoe, a lot. People will buy them for $300 and sell them for double or more. Resale high right now, but will drop when they are in people's hands, Drew says. Why so much? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know why there's so much money. I don't know. But I just know that Nike knows that, you know, people are definitely going to be are willing to pay the price. So it's not on the Nike app or sneakers app. Not yet. It's not yet. I'm assuming these are going to be dropping on sneakers app. I just don't know when. But like I said, Tom Sachs and their team is going to cater to the ones that have been active on their Tom Sachs app. Okay. So if you're wondering like, oh, yo, Raph, how's everyone getting these invoices? It's because you haven't been active in the last month in the app. You had to do some video submissioning. You had to earn some points on their app by doing activities during the day. You had to do a bunch of stuff in order to get access into the shoe. So if you start seeing invoices go out, that is the reason why. Okay. If you didn't get one, it's probably because you haven't been active. What's up with the Tom Sachs? What up, Trash Legend? What up, dude? Drew in the building. Good morning. What up? $275. I mean, it's going to be basically a $300 shoe. I mean, you're talking about shipping and you're talking about taxes. So what? $20 tax, or excuse me, $20, $15 shipping. So that's what? $295 plus taxes. It's going to be a $300+ shoe. So I'm one of the top leaders on the app. They haven't given out any invoices yet to at least out here in the States that I'm aware of. Yeah, PJ, I think it's going to go live tomorrow. That's why. That's what I'm saying. The invoices probably will go out tomorrow. So if you don't know, then GG's. Yeah, every time you say Sach, I hear Bravo and my head's laughing, Jordan says. Resale is so weird to me. People will say these will never buy on StockX, but it uses for price references. Why is that, Rafi? The resale is weird to me. People will say they will never buy on StockX, but use it for price references. Why is that, Rafi? Probably because it's just known as, as the platform to use as reference for pricing. That's how people sell a lot of their shoes locally. That's how a lot of people sell their shoes on Instagram or any other platform other than StockX. A lot of people will reference, okay, well, this is how much it's going for. I mean, they will reference on eBay. Same thing like eBay, on Go, on StockX. People reference all those prices on those platforms, depending how you sell, So that's just normally how it goes. No one's not going to make up their own prices sometimes. They're just going to go based off the prices, the last sales. So I don't know. I mean, to really answer your question, it doesn't matter, especially the fact that you have a company that admit that they sold fakes. They've sold fakes on their app. People are still going to use references with the pricing. I guess pricing is just different than actual buying on the shoes. Why not use GOAT? More reputable. I mean, I guess it's there's a difference between a reputable by buying versus using it as a reference for market, because at the end, I feel I don't know, isn't GOAT a little bit more though than StockX? I don't know. Use whatever you guys want to use. What's up, Raph? Hope you're well, buddy. You too, Mash and Jump. What up, dude? How are you? Appreciate you tapping in today. What's good? Hopefully your streams have been doing really, really well. Shout out to my guy, Mash and Drum in the freaking building. What up, my dude? Appreciate you tapping in today. I mean, you guys let me know. What is the foot store secondary market that you guys use the most? Anybody is a reseller in here? I mean, I would love to know, where do you guys cross-reference with when it comes to pricing? Do you guys go on StockX, eBay, Go? You guys let me know. What do you guys mainly cross-reference? And I'm pretty sure majority of the resellers, they 100% use StockX. Because they like to use, I don't know if on GOAT you could see the last sales. I don't know if you could do that on GOAT, but I'm pretty sure on StockX you can. So, Supreme today too. Yeah, Supreme is at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. Z Seeker just posted the 9 to 4s coming summer 2020. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that. There is where I just feel like the prices are just made up and they just use the app just to justify it, but that's hurt my my opinion. I pay what I feel it's worth. Yeah, for sure. Oh, you could see the last sales on Go. I didn't know that. I might have to look into it. Wacko, thank you so much for the $2 donation. I appreciate that, my guy. Thank you. All of them, GOAT, StockX, eBay. You can see the last sales on GOAT too. Okay. I'm not going to hold y'all. Like, it's just been a while since I've been looking into GOAT too much. You know, it's been a while, you know, because you guys already know I don't really sell like that. So I don't really cross-reference too much. I think the one site that I cross-reference with the most is StockX. But I don't really look at last sales. What's dropping on Supreme? Yeah, we'll take a look at that for sure. We'll take a look at that, chat. Let me know if anybody went for the Air Force Ones, by the way. Air Force Ones went live. There was only 1,400 pairs of these that dropped. So we'll see if these end up selling out. Some sizes already sold out on these Air Force Ones. All right. If anybody went for the Air Force Ones, feel free to let me know. Some sizes flew. All right. Raf got the Air Force Ones right away. Quick cop. I'm debating to sell my Travis Fragments right now, or if I hold them. Just made a real versus rep video too, but part of the me wants to wear them babies, Drew says. Hold on, let me reread that real quick. Shout out to my boy JMO for the 5-month re-up.
Stock's interface is just easy and quick to use.
StockX interface is just easy and quick to use, JMO says, for the 5-month re-up. Shout out my boy JMO, man. Thank you so much for your long-term support. Thank you so much. Hopefully to see you in future live streams as well. I appreciate you becoming a member for 5 months. They use StockX because it's going to give the lowest price and cost. 100%. That's what I'm saying. Just sent you a post on IG about the new off-white Air Force Ones. Oh, Tyler, you're talking about the wheat ones? I already seen that. Yeah, I already seen that. I just don't know when it's dropping. I don't know when it's dropping. Did they just drop these on DSG? They dropped the it's all gone though. They dropped the White Thunders on DSG a minute ago. It's freaking cooked. They just dropped these on DSG. I'm not gonna hold y'all. DSG's been restocking some shit, dude. They've been doing some restocks lately. Wasn't it a Black Metallic 5? They just dropped the Fear 4s, Columbia 11s, like a huge restock on DSG. They dropped the Columbia 11s. They dropped the Space Jam 11s. They also dropped the White Thunders as well, and the Fear 4s. Wow. I don't know if anybody here cares, but they just dropped a bunch of stuff on DSG. Feature just dropped them too. Space Jam lows, chat. I know some of you guys are still looking for this. Let me see if they still have sizes available. Yeah, they still have some sizes. They have a size 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5 up to a 13. Yeah, full size run on the on DSG if anybody wants the Space Jams. They bought Foot Locker and getting rid of stock. That's probably what it is, man. Where did all this stock come from? Columbia 11s, I'm not surprised because you could still get a Columbia 11s at retail. What's on DSG? Yeah, DSG. Yeah, if you guys want all the links, there's a lot of links, so I can't do it multiple. If you want to go on Sneaker Twitter, he has all the links for you guys if y'all want to check that out. Columbia 11s available, Fear 4s. I'm not for sure if anything got updated. Oh yeah, there's more stuff. What is this? The Air Jordan 3 white. Is this white cements? Hold on. Don't look like it. Oh no, these are the what are these? What's the colorway on these? I forgot. It's these ones. Man, they're dropping, chat. They're dropping tons of stuff on DSG right now. Jordan 11 diffuse blue. Few retros on DSG, 100%, a ton. They did I think yesterday they shock dropped the, shock drop. They did the Black Metallic 5s yesterday. So if anybody wants to scoop some of the retros, could get them right now. Some restocks to real people into DSG. To real people in. I think there's gonna be some changes on DSG in the next year though, because I know, like I said, they just recently bought out Foot Locker, and I could see them doing some stuff next year. Cut Life, what up, man? Good morning to you, my friend. Appreciate you tapping in. What up? Defeated on DSG, Vin says. Yeah, I mean, the White Thunders were gonna get cooked regardless. That shit got cooked in seconds, dude. That freaking site got freaking cooked in seconds. They need to drop these prices first. They need to release some of these things on sale because full price is wild. Yeah, still no need White Cement 4s. I could see them dropping White Cement 4s inventory though. I would prepare for a White Cement restock here on DSG. And, dude, people are going to jump on that, dude. People will jump on the DSG. If DSG drop White Cement Jordan 4s, people will jump on that quick. Very, very quick. And since it's a slower week, I mean, this is a perfect time, Jordan Brand Nike, to start dumping inventory. Just saying. This is a perfect time to really dump inventory. Yeah, Fear 4 is in stock now. Nowhere kicks. My wallet is. Yeah, I know. I feel you, bro. Listen, I feel the same way. I spent $250 on a basketball shoe yesterday. That's not very common. Like $250 for a basketball shoe is freaking nuts, dude. So, but it is what it is. I love my Kobe's. So, I mean, I wanted them. All right, let me refresh this real quick. Dude, launch ended. I thought it sold out. In this week's sneakers. You guys still watch this?
Weekend sneakers.
Do you guys still watch this stuff?
Sports is very close to what I'm actually doing. Like, I always been around.
I first got started at a really young age. My mom was a painter, and I was just brought up in a really...
I started in 2018, and I'm self-taught. I just kind of started learning how to...
Everybody's gonna fiend on these Air Max 95s tomorrow. Yo, chat, question, real quick. Copper drop on the Air Max 95s tomorrow on the Yu-Gi-Ohs. Copper drop. Let me know in the chat. Copper drop. Only 6,800 pairs dropping tomorrow. We dropped the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Air Max 95s at Cafe Land community focused on the spot filled with Yu-Gi-Oh! Energy and memorabilia. All right. Well, that's this week's sneakers right here. It's crazy because they didn't put the Tom Sachs on here. Shirt is dope too, Roy says. Cop, because I have I don't have any Air Maxes as Yu-Gi-Oh! Player. I'll go for them. Only 6,800. No, 6,800, bro. 6,800 pairs. It's gonna be pretty damn limited. Told you guys, people just want the card. The shirts are sick. The shirt is sick. I think the shirt is sick. Cop on. I think I might go for the shirt. The shirt is only $35. So I think I'm going to go for the shirt. I don't know. I'm still debating if I should go black t-shirt or I should go the white. But I think I might low-key go for black. I might go for the black t-shirt. Orange camo is fire, Pat says. Bro, the jacket, dude, the jacket is freaking $600. $600, dude. $600, dude. Them Court Purple's camos are fire. Definitely going for the black T2. Nightmare says. White Thunder's gone. I already have Fear 4s. Don't have the white cement 3s, but I'm broke, Raph. No, Scott G, it's fine, dude. It's just a small restock. It's nothing too crazy. You know, it's absolutely nothing too crazy when it comes down to these restocks. And, like, that's what happens when it's like, so what up, Bulldog? What up, man? Good morning. That's when it comes down to some of these drops, dude. Like, when it comes down to some of these drops, like restocks and stuff like that, because it's a slow week. They scamming on that jacket. I mean, $600 is like freaking nuts. They're 100% scamming on that shit. There's no reason why this jacket should be $600, chat. No way why this is $600. No freaking shot. No way. It should be at least a $300 jacket. Maybe I need to get my money up. How about that? Maybe I just need to get my money up. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness, dude. Can I glaze this one more? Can I glaze this shoe one last time, chat? One last time. All right, let me glaze it one more time real quick for the one time. How much are these going for? Jordan 1 Low Chicago's 2025. Last bro. Last sale. They don't even have any in a size 8, bro. These are going to go down to retail, dude. You going to Complex Con? I don't know. We'll see. I'm supposed to work with Sellerfed, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. The Air Jordan 1 Chicago 1 Lows. I need these, man. I need this shoe, chat. What is this supposed to drop? November 15th. Way too long. This is supposed to drop in October, too. I thought these were supposed to drop in October, but they did push these back until November. I need this shoe, chat. I need it. I need it. 100, I believe retail on this is $140. Retail, I believe, is $140. I forgot. With Lowe's, has it $150 or $140? Buy them early, ref. Not for $550, Hitman. Maybe if it gets closer and if I see like $200, maybe I'll probably fold. 135 retail, Wive Davis says. Okay, so 130, 135, which, damn, 135 for a Jordan 1 Low for these is cheap. I love it. I'll take 3, Roy says. I think a lot of people are going to love these, man. I think a lot of people are going to love these. You could put like white laces on these, bro. You could put some cream laces on these. Cream laces on these are going to pop. Listen, if anybody says that these shoes are mid, they just weren't there, bro. I'm like, the thing is like, I don't okay. Maybe like I said, I'm not trying to shit on anybody's opinion about a shoe, but like, I don't understand how like people can shit on this. I don't know why anybody is going to shit on this shoe. Well, they're just a Chicago colorway. Chat, someone explain to me. Mid. Top 5 released this year? Wow. You know what? That's not a hot take, Eric. Was dropping on Supreme? Yeah, keep me laced. We're going to look at it here shortly. They're not mids, they're lows. You know what? This might sell out because the kids will buy. You know what? I'm not going to hold you, bro. I think I think hold on, colleague, depending on the stock numbers, okay? Depending on the stock numbers, it doesn't matter if these sit or not. I'm still going to have them, right? But I would say that this is good. This probably will be the first GR Jordan 1 low this year to sell out. This might be the first GR Jordan 1 low to sell out. I don't think that's a hot take, chat. I think even if they drop 50,000 pairs of these, I think they're going to sell out. They're dropping what, November 15th? Okay, so that's a week. It's almost like a week or two before. What's dropping in November? So you got these, man. November is stacked. Oh, you got these, and you got Black Cat Jordan 4s, and then you got the Chase Bs dropping in November. No, Chase Bs are dropping in October. You gonna love the pairs? I love my pair, New York Dad says. I don't think people are gonna sleep on these, bro. No way. It's a Chicago one. There's no way. Listen, I know somebody is buying this shoe and putting a reverse swoosh on it. Oh, I already could see the customs. The customs, I already know that's gonna happen. Reverse swoosh is going to go down on this for sure. A reverse swoosh is going to go down on this. Someone's going to do it. No, I'm saying unknown. I'm saying that these are going to be the first Jordan 1 lows that will sell out this year GR wise. Yeah, rookie of the years are still sitting. What up, Piglet? What's good, dude? They sleep on, bro. Come, Steve. The Union Chicago's was not slept on, dude. That was literally one of the hypest drops this year. The Unions was arguably top 3 hypest shoes this year. I don't care what anyone says. It was arguably top 3 most hyped Jordan this year when it comes to release day. You can't tell me it wasn't. Number 1, you know what? This might be a hot take. It might be a hot take for some, but I'm going to say number 1, the number 1 popular, drop when it comes to live copping and all that stuff, Undefeated's number 1. No one's going to take that away. Number 2, number 2 is Unions. I swear to you. People are saying, oh, no, well, Brick by Bricks. No, Brick by Bricks was at least number 3. But when it comes to hype, Undefeated's number 1. Number 2, Unions was number 2, like the most hype. If you look, bro, the live cop on that, like I was surprised of how many people were like going crazy on this Union. People were going crazy and feeding on the Unions. That's got to be number 2, and number 3 is going to be Brick by Bricks, and then number 4, I would say number 4, it's either got to be between the SB Jordan 4 or the Awake 5s. But I think it might be the Awake 5s just because the Undefeateds was around there. So that's why it's either those two. Now the thing is, Tanene, I'm going based off like the viewership on like how many people were going crazy during the live streams. And if you look back on the Unions, dude, I promise you there's going to be way more people that were around for the Unions versus they are around for the Voodoos. Maybe for like hype wise, but like when it comes to like demand and how many people were in that live stream, dude, we had a shit ton of people. Like I was surprised for a Jordan 1 quote unquote that is dead. People were fiending off the Unions. Did you say Galaxies? I don't think Galaxies is top 5 when it comes to like the most hype, like demand. I mean, the demand was there, but like Metallic 5s, no, I'm not even putting that on there either. I mean, there was a lot of people, but I mean, it's different now because of how much the shoe is going for. Like, it's crazy to say this, okay? And this is not a hot take either because it's a fact. there was more people, okay? More people on the live stream wanting the black metallic 5s on a restock. The last restock we had on the black metallic 5s on the Nike sneakers app, there was more hype and demand for a restock versus the actual release on the black metallic 5. And there's a reason why that was, because of how much it was going for. Yeah, that is the reason why I'm not putting the black metallic 5s on there, because the hype around black metallic 5s didn't get hyped up until like later, because people realized how much the prices were going up. And like, bro, we had like over 2,000 people in here for a restock on a black metallic 5. We had like 3,000 people in here. We didn't have that on the release date. Because no one really knew what the market was going to be on the black metallic 5s. Yeah, black metallic sat on the EA JD Sports shipped to me as well. It did. So like, yeah, I would say like number one for sure, it's got to be undefeated. It's like we almost had like 4,000 people up in here for undefeateds. That was crazy. How's the hype in the Yu-Gi-Ohs in the US? It's pretty hyped. I think I feel like more people are wanting the Air Max 95s to just flip. Like, I don't think you're gonna see a lot of these Air Max 95 Yu-Gi-Ohs, people wearing these on feet. So why is there no talk about the Tokyo 5s? The Tokyo 5s waves, to be honest with you, bro, like you're gonna see a lot more like talks about the Tokyo 5s after the Travis drop. Like once next week rolls around, everyone's going to be so focused on Travis Scott's and not worrying about Tokyo 5s until it gets a little bit closer into the release. That's normally how it goes when it comes to like hype drops or like certain drops. People kind of pay attention to it once it gets a little bit closer. They were so easy to get the day of the release, Bread and Butter says. I canceled 2 orders for the black metallic 5s because I only wanted 1 pair, Bread and Butter says. Truth be told, I just want the card. That's normally how it goes too. The Travises are dropping not until next week, Ethan. That's going to be until next week. All right. Maybe based on your viewership, it wasn't that crazy. But in the streets, it was crazy. People were getting over no, 100%, Ryan. Like the thing is, like 100%, people were outside for the black metallic 5s. But viewership shows a lot, Ryan. Like it really does. It shows a whole lot. So that's why I'm saying, like, people would think that Brick by Bricks would be number one just because it's going for the most in the resale value, but it doesn't always work that way, right? So, like, for instance, like the Brick by Bricks, people were hyped over that shoe just because they realized actually how good the shoe actually was over time. You know, some people, I've seen a lot of people changed up on the Brick by Bricks. A lot of people did. Ton of people hit on the Brick by Bricks and said, yo, Raph, these are actually pretty nice in hand. And then obviously prices like freaking skyrocketed on the Brick by Bricks. So like I told you, and I'll say this again, and it's the truth, that we had more hype around the Brick by Bricks on that restock shock drop that went down versus the actual release of the shoe. So at the end of the year, undefeated Fragments, Zions, will they be the most hyped sneakers this year, in my opinion? Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad take. Purdy out for 2 to 5 weeks. Yeah, he's going to be out for a while. So, but like Zions, like it just sucks because the Zions are going to be stupid limited. Like Zions are going to be roughly around 15, less than 20,000 pairs. They're not going to drop. Just like the last Zion Voodoos, and also the the Chris Paul's, the CP3 Jordan 1 lows. Like those were pretty limited when they first dropped. But Zion Williamson, if anybody doesn't know the exact shoe that we're talking about, the Voodoos drop on October 29th, which is this shoe right here. I'm expecting this shoe to be extremely limited. It's not going to be an easy scoop on these ones, but Let's see. Yeah, I'm agreeing, but the actual release was still up there on the list. Another crazy release. The 85 highs were not a crazy release, Ryan. It wasn't. Like, people were outside. There was only certain stores that got them. How, like, explain to me how, like, a certain shoe is a crazy release if they only released it in store. You know? You feel me? You could say the same thing about white cement Jordan 4s. People were still outside for white cement 4s. I mean, granted, there was a lot of pairs out there, but there was so many people outside for white cement Jordan 4s. But like 85 Jordan 1 high 85s, if anything, that got a lot of people angry for the 85 breads because they didn't drop on Sneakers app. They only dropped in stores, and that was it. There was nothing else with that shoe. So I wouldn't say that would be on the list. Maybe on the best, maybe top 5 sneaker of the year for some people. But that shoe specifically got a lot of people angry. Let's see. Need them, but I've had my eyes on the Voodoo since last year, Funkbond says. Yeah, it's a cool shoe. It's a really good looking sneaker. I really dig this shoe a whole lot. So, and I'm sure once it gets closer to the release, there's going to be a ton of people that are definitely going to jump on this one, you know? In those cities, it was wild. Sure. I mean, but that's the thing, dude. You could say the same thing about like any other drop. Like if you look at the Air Max 95s, those yellow joints, people went crazy over those, but they only dropped in NY. You know, they only dropped in NY. They had it on their website. You know, certain shoes be wild in certain cities, dude. Like, that's like anywhere. So, I mean, you could think about Supreme too, Supreme SB. A lot of people were outside for those. People were wilding off those SB Supremes. But just overall, when it comes to an overall drop, I feel like there's a huge difference between, you know, the hype in store versus like just all around, just the entire drop itself, you know. Still need the OG Zion's Blues. Good wash, Detail says. But anyways, that's going to be dropping October. Just wanted to glaze the Chicago one lows same way. Feels like I announced the Blue Zion's Voodoos once forever ago. The hype will be crazy on them soon. Watch. I mean, they did get announced like mid-year last year, and everyone wasn't 100% sure if it was going to be a guaranteed. At first, whenever the pictures went out for the Zion Voodoos, everyone thought it was only going to be a GS shoe. Like, everybody thought, was like, oh, this is only GS, this is whack. And then it ended up being a shoe that they're going to be dropping in men's sizing as well. So that was, I think it was around like September, October of last year when they announced it. But at first everyone thought it was only going to be a GS drop. So high on the list, just on the day in those cities, it was a wild release. Oh, absolutely. I can imagine. Especially, Ryan, if you remember the 17 drops. Oh, man. Jordan 17 drops in stores were freaking nuts. DSG's definitely liquidating Foot Locker. I see 6s on their site that I didn't see before, Shane says. Absolutely. That's probably the way to get people active on their website, to get people buying. What's your opinion on the new Fire Red 5s? I prefer the Silver Tongue version. Oh, they're nice. They're nice. Either or, like, I don't really have a specific favorite when it comes down to like whether if you like the Black Tongue or the Silver Tongue. Both are really, really good. So but let's take a look at this real quick, because I know this is going to be a shoe that everyone's going to be feeding on next year. Nigel Sylvester, Jordan 4, expected to drop, releasing of summer 2026. I'm expecting the shoe dropping in May. So probably next year, May, for these ones. Yeah, people are definitely going to go crazy on these ones for sure. I'm wondering how the rollout's going to be with this one. And I'm really, really curious of what the backstory is going to be with this as well. Because with Nigel Sylvester, he likes to tell a story for every single thing he does. So I'm expecting Nigel to have, a specific story for this specific shoe. So I'm really curious of what that's going to be. Can you show us what's dropping on Supreme? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I got you. Sorry. I got caught up on just yapping. Fire Red 5s or Shadow Backboards? Shadow Backboards, probably. I'm just biased, though, Juan. I'm just biased. So I'm like the wrong person to really ask, because I will 100% say Shadow Backboards. Shadow Backboards is the best Jordan 1 high to drop this year. What was the website? Here we go. Let me bring the listing out. What's today's date? The 11th. Okay. Top of the morning round. What up, Sean? What up, dude? Good morning. Supreme drops today at 11 Eastern time. We get about 30 minutes for Supreme chat. Do you think Brick by Bricks will ever drop again? Yeah, maybe, probably. I would say so. I mean, listen, there was already a rumor talking about how like undefeateds are not done yet. Like how Nike's not done dropping undefeateds. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see an undefeated drop. So the thing is, like, I still time to time would get DMs asking, yo, Raph, what are happening with the Brick by Bricks? Are they still dropping? I don't know. I don't know what Nike is going to do with the Brick by Bricks. I don't know. If we don't even see it next year, then that kind of tells you that they'll maybe save the 3,000 pairs on his next birthday. I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do with that. Hey, Raph, do you have... I don't have my pairs anymore, Jay. I got rid of them. Those are a couple pairs that I got rid of before I moved out here in Vegas. You're saying that Shadow Backboards is better than the Unions? Yeah, I told you. That's just my take, bro. That's just my take. That's my opinion. If you like the 85 breads a little bit better, then that's up to you. Don't get me wrong. Jordan 1 high breads are my number one most favorite Jordan 1 of all time. But like, I'm not a crazy fan of the 85 leather. That's it. I'd rather have a tumbled leather over a thick leather like that. Union ones, I mean, I didn't go for them for my size. It was a giveaway that we did here on the stream. I didn't want the Unions. It was a pass for me. So I don't know. That's just my opinion, bro. You know, if you if you think the rookie of the years, Jordans are the best Jordans to ones lows to drop this year, that's your opinion, you know, but that's, you know what I mean? So I don't think the Unions are overrated either. I truly don't think the Unions are overrated. Like, I feel like some people, what up, Larry? What's good, dude? I feel like some people will call a certain shoe overrated because everybody wants it. That's it. Like, I honestly think quality is better than Unions than undefeated. I think white cement 4s quality is better than undefeateds. I think, well, that's just me being biased because undefeateds, white cement 4s is my sneaker of the year. But I think me personally, I think the Rare Air 4s had a better quality than the undefeateds. But undefeated is still a better shoe. You know? Nigel 4's 2026 pair looks like the Sierra Red pair, Fly Kick says. And like Jumperman Chris did a video on the Brick by Bricks, whether they like Brick by Bricks or undefeated 4s, and a lot of people said Brick by Bricks. I don't blame them. It's not a bad take. Brick by Bricks just had a better quality. The rollout for undefeateds was better because more people hit on that shoe versus Brick by Bricks, but quality and comfort is better on the Nigels. So, and for me, I feel like it's a better shoe. Why do you say, hey, Raph, when reading the comments addressed to you? Wait, what? Some people say, hey, Raph, hey, Raffy, or hey, Raph, stop playing. I know all of you guys are going crazy for the upcoming collabs with Fragments. Wait, what? Of course people are going to go crazy for the Fragments. Why not? Of course people are going to go crazy for the Fragments. That's like a no-brainer. Some people don't even like the Fragments. They're still going to go for it because they want to trade. They want to trade the shoe. How often? I've worn my Nigels like 4 times already. I've worn my Nigels 4 times, but it has been a while. You know, it's been a while since I've worn my Brick by Bricks. I'm not going to hold you. So let's go through the list real quick on Supreme. Supreme is dropping this morning. I don't know if anybody in here actually cares, but there is some cool stuff dropping this morning. But you got some stuff here, bro. You got some stuff. This long sleeve t-shirt's actually pretty nice. The Yoji Yamamoto restock on DSG. Yeah, we did see that. We did see that the DSG did a restock. Raph, you going to Complex Con? I'm not 100% sure on Complex Con this year. I don't know. It's up in the air. It's still far away. I mean, we still got a whole month to go, but I mean, I'm leaning to the direction that I will be there at day 1. So if anybody was asking me, am I going to go to Complex Con? I probably will be there either day 1 or day 2. I'm not sure which day I will be there because I would love, I'm telling you guys, I truly like the Air Max 1000s. I've been wearing them every single day. Every time I'm wearing them all the time. I am actually pretty excited for that blue pair because I know they're supposedly dropping a blue pair at Complex Con this year. But we'll see. But there's other stuff that I want to see as well, since this is going to be the first time or second time that I'm going to Complex Con, but this is without Travis. So I'm actually curious to actually look through all the booths that's going to be at Complex Con. But it's just so expensive to get in, bro. It's like, I think it's like $300 or $250 to get in, just in general. But I don't know. I'm going to see if I could slide my way in there. So can't believe Final Boss stole my undefeated, Stone Cody says. Only collab I want now is the Infinite Archive 17, Wishful Thinking says. All my Auto Supremes has demonic graphics. Hard pass for me, Nicholas says. This might be the dumb question, but how do people get early pairs? How do people get early pairs? I mean, I'm sure some people in here probably got hookups, you know. But the number one thing, how people get early pairs of sneakers, you just gotta know somebody. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like for both days for sneaker for Complex Con, it's $600 for both days. No, I went. They hooked it up with the tickets for last year for both days, so I didn't have to pay anything last year. But I don't know this year. Maybe I have to reach out again. I don't know, but yeah, I might have to get my knee pads. Yeah, they're basically knee pads for early pairs, bro. But it's honestly at the end of the day, you just gotta know people. Like people put you on. You just gotta have a plugged back door. It's not what you know, it's who you know at the end of the day, bro. You know, it's who you know at the end of the day. Like I'll tell you this, like not even early pairs, but just getting hooked up from a brand. Like I know somebody, a lot of people that, you know, I follow on Instagram that, you know, they follow me and they've been, you know, I got some homies that got pairs from Nigel Sylvester's on the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 1 lows. It got gifted to them by Nigel's team. They were seeding pairs to, you know, their friends and families. So you just got to know people, bro. That's it at the end of the day. And like the thing is, like, you have to move differently too, because like for me, like I don't really like to hit up people just for some handouts, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it's given to me and they reach out, be like, hey, we want to, you know, give you this, whatever. Sure. But like, I'm not going to reach out, be like, hey, can I have something? I haven't even talked to that individual or like that person in a long time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You got to build a relationship with people. That period. Like, you just got to build those relationships with people. Don't just try to use people because you want something. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking type shit. Like, hey, it's like randomly me hitting up one of my homies saying, hey, can I get this real quick? It's like, bro, I haven't talked to him in like a year or like 6 months, bro. Like, yeah, I'm doing well, bro. Thanks for asking, you know? With the sponsored ads in the live stream chat is diabolical, Town Legend says. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I have no control on that one. So at the end of the day, it's definitely who you know. And plus, it's like, even if you're supporting their store, like say, like for instance, like a lot of people would say, oh, they'll support your skate shops. Like if you're in there frequently, right, in your skate shops or spending money, and you start to be a regular, they're gonna show love, bro. That's the truth. They will show love. Like it doesn't even have to be a skate shop. It could be a certain store. Like if you're buying shit and you're showing love consistently because you actually like the brand, you mess with the store, eventually, dude, they're gonna hook you up, bro. 120%. Majority of the time, they're gonna hook it up. So, did you try anything new while you were in LA? Not really. I mean, we went to Disneyland. We were pretty busy there, and then doing all this fun stuff with the fam. Just tired, just hanging out at the hotel. Just because every time after SneakerCon, we were just tired. So, CompassCon is $150 for one day. Don't scare the people. I'll be there on Sunday. Okay, so it's $150. Okay, so it's $150. Okay, because I don't know if they bumped down the tickets because last time, dude, both days people were like, I'm not paying $600, bro. $150. Okay, that's not bad. What's up, Raph? How you doing, bro? What up, dude? What up, Migs? What up, man? How are you doing, man? Appreciate you tapping in this morning. What up? You see DJ Khaled be bagged for his pair of SoFly 3s. Yeah, we watched that video. He always says, what does he say, DJ Khaled? He be saying, what does he say? Not another one. He says, what does he say? There's like a phrase that he says. He says, still. He says that, bro. Like, just open the damn shoe, bro. Bro, it's like he didn't get into the shoe until like 3 minutes in. He says still. But yeah, if anybody's asking what's dropping in Supreme, these are what's dropping. The hockey jerseys are fire. Yeah, he says still. Bro, he says that like 6-8 times before he gets to the shoe. It's like if you want to see the shoe, you got to skip to like 3:04. Like 3 minutes and 4 seconds. He's glitching, Len says. Interesting, too bad. I'm an introvert, Snake John says. No, you're good, bro. Hey, man, listen, I'll tell you this, Snake John. Ain't nothing wrong, okay? Ain't nothing wrong. Reminder. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. There's nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong to be an introvert. Comment down below, chat. Who in here is an introvert? Me. 100%. Me damn sure I don't trust you. Well, still spray painting on air into a bald head in the hopes I feel irrelevant, Phil. Larry says, oh my gosh. Raph, did you see Rams Texans fans fight in the stands? I did see that. That lady got like a bloody nose or something like that. Like she had like a bloody nose. We got 15 minutes until Supreme, by the way, chat. 15 minutes. All right, 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes. All right, now y'all introverts back up and give me my space, Drew says. I'm out of my way, like wrong direction, collies. Did wifey hit you on IG Disney? Wait, what? There's nothing wrong to be an introvert, bro. There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that, bro. There's absolutely nothing wrong. You know, sometimes people are just shy. And, like, the thing is, some people don't like to get on camera or, like, you know, and they get, like, social anxiety, which is fine. Like, I know people that get social anxiety all the time when there's a lot of people. Like, so, they only talk to dudes, Toot says. What? Like, I had a friend that I met at my old job that was a huge introvert. And, like, we used to play, like, you know, Fortnite and Call of Duty all the time. And he was really quiet until he opened up. Made like a freaking joke, like with the crew. And we turned around. We're like, James, what did you just say? Dude was a huge introvert, quiet, played video games, minded his own business. Every time we went into the office, dude was quiet. And then when we went to go walk out in the field, like just to scope out the work, we're like talking, I forgot what we were talking about, and he says some like crazy comment, and we turned around, we're like, whoa. Oh man, we're just having dude talks, and dude just comes out of the woodwork and just says some crazy shit. We're just like, we turned around, we all stopped, we're like, James, excuse you. It was hard talking on the stream for the first time, but not as bad now, Deli Venom says. Yeah, not the casino. Yeah. Yo, what up, Raph? Ghost watching right now. What up, Sir Cop a Lot? What up, man? Good morning to you, my friend. Appreciate you tapping in. What up? I don't know. There's nothing wrong with being an introvert, bro. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Some of y'all probably are different talking on text versus in person. You're probably shy in person, a little nervous in person versus during text messages or in the chat. Some of y'all be saying some crazy shit in the chat, but when you see in person, you're just like the sweetest person in person, bro. You know what I mean? I will type to someone before I talk to them. SMH Collie says. I mean, does anybody still do online dating in here? Does anybody do online dating? I'm pretty sure we got single people in here. I mean, single fellas in here. I'm sure some of y'all still do online dating. Online dating is still a real thing. You know, back then, online dating was not okay. Like, I would say that, like, my parents, and including the wifey's parents, did not get the concept of meeting people online and, you know what I'm saying? Meeting people online and talking to them, not knowing who they are. Like, my parents never really got the concept of that. You feel me? And especially the wifey's parents, like, they called me catfish, you know what I'm saying? But like nowadays and like this generation, it's normal. Like, it's okay to be like, oh, you met this person? Oh, you met this person on what? Oh, shoot. That's cool. How long y'all been talking? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like in this generation, that's pretty normal. I'm 10 times worse in person, Town Legend says. What do you mean? Like, you're a yapper in person? Like, or are you mean? Or are you like, yeah, of course. You used to get clowned for sure. Dating and marrying someone online. I mean, you watch the freaking show Catfish. You know what I mean? So, it's funny because when I first met the wife's family in person, we all went to dinner, and I was like, oh, well, you know, you guys are not so used to seeing me in person. I mean, seeing me online, you know, because they used to call me sleepless in Seattle, and I was like, I guess we're not very sleepless here. I had some shit, bro. I was talking shit at the table. Oh man, I didn't give a shit, bro. I can't. I am trying online dating now, and it's a complete nightmare. I'm losing hope every day by being on these apps. I mean, it could be kind of scary too. I mean, especially in this generation of dating online and like meeting people, like people could be freaking weird, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like people get weird every day. Oh, you're funny AF. Town Legend says you're funny. I feel like people that say that you're funny are not funny. You know? Like, I don't know. You don't have to say that you're a funny person to prove people that you're funny. You just kind of it just organically happens. It's like saying that, it's like telling people, no, I don't know why people think I'm an asshole. Like, I'm a nice guy. Like, you don't gotta like tell people you're a nice guy. Like, for me, this is how I take it, and please don't take this personally. Like, if you really tell me that like online, like you're just a nice, like I'm a nice guy, like I'm cool as fuck, like I'm chill shit, like there's like, I feel like that's always a red flag. I feel like that's always a red flag. It's always a red flag to me. It's just like, how do you know if you're a nice guy? Like, some people, you may think that you're a nice person, but some people may not think that. You know, like, especially if you're saying that you're a funny person, maybe you laugh at your own jokes. You know what I mean? You know, for me, do I consider myself funny? I don't know. I don't know. I'll be trolling, saying some stuff, you know? It's like, nah, I'm funny AF, Town Legend says. I don't know why, I don't know many red flags worse than someone saying that they're a nice guy, Nam says. Love is an action too, Kali says. Yeah. Pursue you're passionate about and meet someone through that, and you'll end up someone that you like and can share something with, Pink says. I remember I was working in high school in the front office as one of my my electives, and I remember one of our elective teachers was telling us that she met her husband online and they got married within 2 months. Within 2 months meeting. I said, wow. We're like, dang, you're in love. 2 months? Imagine meeting somebody within 2 months and dating somebody for 2 months, and then you get married after 2 months. You must be real. Hey, man, listen, love is real, chat. Love is real. Nah, I'll have you rolling, Town Legend says. Who do you think is the funniest person I know? I don't know. The wifey says me. You know, sometimes the wifey be laughing at her own jokes. She's like, I'm so funny. I was like, I didn't find that funny though. Sheila. I mean, listen, if you're in love, you're in love, bro. Data 90. Okay, I'm gonna call out. I'm not gonna say a name, but I'm gonna call out one of my homies, and I will tell him 100% in his face if I ever saw him. So yesterday, okay, I think the wife was here when we kind of talked about it. So I had a conversation with one of my friends yesterday. It was a group of us talking about it. We got 7 minutes before Supreme, by the way, but I need to share it to you guys. Okay, he is a gentleman that says, this is high school stuff. I'm not in the high school stuff, all that stuff. Like, what is this? Like high school stuff? Like he kind of like pushes that in a way, which is fine. I get someone has, people have their different looks on things, on the way people get treated or you treat people. It's like, oh, that's high school stuff. Okay. Starts talking about how he's talking to a girl and stuff like that. And the girl's putting him in this predicament. I don't know. I don't think that's the perfect word to put it. It was putting him in a position where she's giving him this rule where like her besties are saying that they're not allowed. She's not allowed to talk to any boys for like 90 days? Or is it, I don't know, it was 90 days or 30 days or some shit. Bro, listen, if I was single and a girl that I'm talking to told me, yeah, my friends told me that I can't talk to boys for like 60 days or some shit, I'd be like, bro, I'm 30 years old. I got no time to do this shit, bro. I have no time to play these dumb games. Like, if I had a girl that I'm talking to and she's listening to her friends of what she has to do, that's like an automatic red flag. Like, that's a red flag, bro. If you listen to your friends to control your decisions in how you want to date in life, in my personal opinion, that's a red flag, bro. Because if I have any issues with my significant other, that's just like, they're gonna start. I mean, I get it. Some women or men like to run to their friends and tell them about their issues with their significant other. But maybe it's just because I've been with my significant other for very long, to a point where like there's no reason why, I'm saying, you should be running to someone else. I don't know. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Thought I'd share that with you guys. Can't love anything if you don't love yourself, Kali says. No, some people have issues with that sometimes. 5 minutes, chat. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Maybe I just would never know, chat. Okay? Maybe I just never know. Because I don't know how you guys could date in this new generation. I bet you it could be real scary. Do you have best friends? So they tell her she can't hurt me. My girl is great to me, Assad says. Yeah, when you meet a girl at the club and her friend cock blocking. I see those videos all the time. I see those videos all the time where like a guy will go up to a girl, compliment them, and then it's always the torta that's like saying like, oh, she has a boyfriend, oh, she's not interested, like talking for her. Like, no offense, it's always those type of You know, always those type of scenarios where like it's always the friend, you know, that's like saying some bullshit, bro. Like where like the dude's just respectfully complimenting her on her outfit or how she looks, you know. But I get it, you know, because then you just like you just never know, bro. People are weird. You know what I mean? People are weird, especially when people start drinking and stuff like that. And people get weird, bro. Probably going to stay single, C. Marie says. Yeah, I feel it. It's okay. You know, it's okay. I tell you this, C. Marie, it's okay to be single sometimes. I have a lot of friends, guy friends, that are single, and they're okay with that. It's fine. And that is totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You got standards. Everybody should have standards, bro. Some of y'all have standards, right? Y'all got morals. Some of y'all got morals. So we got 3 minutes. Supreme, if anybody's going for Supreme this morning. I know we're just yapping about dating and stuff like that, and this new generation of people just talking about dating. So I mean, I'm sure some of you guys are currently fighting for love. All right. Women will break the rules for ones they like. I mean, it goes both ways though. Men are not any better, okay? I tell you that, dude. Men are not any better. I got standards and preferences. Larry says, not me. Yeah, I know Rob doesn't either. He has a type, but I don't know. This man's backwards sometimes. All right, let me see. Supreme. Let me see. Why isn't this not working? It's like, what's the Supreme website? All right. Supreme. Got it. I don't know why it wasn't working. I know. The chat ads are diabolical, dude. YouTube needs to change that. I don't know what's going on. Single is the best, Cushy says. And man, listen, Cushy, trust me, bro. I understand how it is sometimes, bro. Single is the best, but listen, from short king to short king, Cushy souls, I understand trying to find someone that is shorter than you, bro. Okay? It took me a while to find the wifey. All right? You wonder why I never dated anybody in high school. So I'm just being honest. All right? It's hard to find someone that was shorter than me. That's why I didn't really date in high school. And plus I never really liked dating anybody that was in my school. I don't know, that was one thing too. 1 minute chat if anybody's going for Supreme. All right. From short king to short king. Called no standards. I'm sure there's people in here, the short kings in here, that's dating a woman that is that is taller than them. I'm not judging, bro. Is the wifey my first girl ever? No, absolutely not. But definitely a nice lady that I've definitely I settled with for sure. I know you took a deep breath when you met Flav for the first time. Oh, absolutely, bro. I was nervous when I first met my wifey for the first time in person, bro. I had acne because I was in my senior year of high school, bro. I was still going through puberty. Like, I had acne all over my face, dude. I used to have acne all over right here. Like, right here, right here. I never really had too much acne on my forehead, but I had all types. Like, I remember waking up one day and there was just so many blackheads all over my head, all over my face. I don't know what it was from. It was just, you know, I think it was my my senior year of high school. That's when I broke out so much in pimples. Like, I had all over. Like, I still have some scars whenever I was like, it's been there forever. But like, dude, like, I had acne all over my face, bro. It was horrible. Like, if you don't have any acne, if you grew up with no acne, you must be blessed. I've been single for a while, and it gets a little lonely sometimes, but I refuse to settle. I mean, I agree. I mean, that is fine. See? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong to, like, you know, date around a little bit, you know, maybe a nice little nightcap here and there. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. Don't touch your face. I mean, I get pimples here and there. Just depends. You know, I get my days. Feel me? But no, my senior year, beginning of senior year, it was horrible, bro. So I've been blessed, but sometimes when I just rip my hair out, when I get acne, as Sod says, you know what I would hate? To have hair on my back. Like, I would hate to have any hair on my back, bro. That's the thing. You wasn't getting any? What? It's hard dating in Atlanta. I love Nightcap. Shout out to Unk and Ocho. Nothing wrong with dating a taller woman. Real men enjoy climbing trees, says Connecticut. I like to climb that tree, sir. Born alone and I alone is the sad truth. I got the knife and tree. Yeah, let me know if you guys went everything for Supreme, by the way. If anybody went for Supreme, let me know in the chat. Anybody go for Supreme? Yeah, dude. Listen, you see my vlogs, bro. I don't have no hair on my legs. I naturally have no hair on my legs, and that's just the truth. It's just the truth. I naturally have no hair on my legs, chat. Just don't. Fact, someone there you have and says, so random. I don't know. Actually, in a complicated, committed relationship. Wow. A complicated, committed relationship. Wow. Listen, I'm gonna ask y'all something real quick on some shit. Is anybody going through some shit in their relationship right now? Anybody? Anybody in here? Anybody? Anybody going for some hardships or anything in their life when it comes to their significant other? Feel free to say in the chat. I would love to hear some of y'all stories, man. Same here. No hair on my legs, Piglet says. I love Slump Buster late night last calls, Drip King says. What's up, Rab? What up, Chungs? What up, Chungs? What up, dude? Chung Kicks. What up, dude? Anybody? Any takers? Larry, you don't even have to say, bro. Trees and mountains. Already complicated. I only get a beard and a full head of hair, Wako says. Every other day, Drek says. If you're in a relationship, y'all have drama. Everybody has drama, bro. I'm scared of women, Tanene says. No hard times right now for me, but with relationship, you're going to go through hard times. It's always like that, bro. Just had a baby girl, Jumperman Chris says. There we go, Chris. My fave side piece not talking to me no more, Paulo says. Paulo, your side piece not talking to you no more, huh? Why is that? There's always a reason. We rarely have issues in my relationship. The only time we fight is where to eat, honestly. Love my wife, Francisco says. Woke up after 8 months. Long comes a 3-year-old hospital. Stay single. Congratulations, Jumperman Chris. Women just want your money. Kicking with SB says. Yo, these takes are crazy. Yeah, my wife always tripping about me having too much shoes. Still. I mean, do you blame her? Spending all the money on shoes. Gained a couple years back on my life being free of arguments, Drip King says. The thing is, like, I was always raised to say that my shit stinks, bro. Like, your shit stinks. Like, nobody in here can say, like, oh yeah, Raph, my shit don't stink. Yeah, everybody shit stink, bro. You ain't no perfect. You ain't no fine dime. Alright, you ain't no fine dime, okay? Ain't nobody's perfect, bro. Okay? Honestly, the healthiest relationship I've ever been in. That's why we've engaged. I can go with the boys with no problem. And she go out with the girls. Communication is key, Shane says. There you go, Shane. You know, most people have those issues. You know, we're like, who are you going to go out with? Who are you texting? Who is that? Let me see your phone. Like, luckily, me and the wife here are not like that. Like, I'd be like, you want my phone? Here we go. Here you go. Like, I'll be like, can I get those pictures off your phone? Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. You know, it's like, Because I know some people go through those type of relationships where they have issues of like, nah, like why did she change the password? Like I would say this, like my kids know my passcode on my phone. Okay, I would say that would be the deal breaker if I didn't tell my wifey. If she goes to my phone and my password changed, that would be a red flag automatically, you know, to her, which is fine, you know. But my password's always been the same. Y'all want to know my passcode on my phone? Y'all want to know my passcode on my phone? It's literally the most basic thing. Fake mind control. That's why instantly SMH we cooked. Collie says. My girl's shit stinks is crazy. Rafi, is Francisco jealous with you? Does he check your phone? Good Life says. What? My ex loved watching those toxic reality TV relationship shows and tried to recreate it in our relationship. Oh man. See, that's the thing. I've seen that there's a lot of people on social media they just want to be Kylie Jenner, bro. But that was how it was like years ago, bro. But like I'm sure it's like that sometimes. They see somebody on Instagram and they just have the aesthetics of their look. They just like, I want to be like that guy. It's like the homie Gabe. Okay? It's like Gabe. It's like the homie Gabe. Dude wanted to be Jey Uso, so he got a whole Jey Uso haircut. Show my boy Gabe, bro. He's the true yeet. My lady broke up with me because my sneaker and clothes were overtaking our house, and she told me to get rid of some of my stuff, so I got rid of her. Wow. So your lady broke up with you because your sneakers and your clothes were overtaking the house. Yeah, you can take it. Should I start Pearsall, Kittle out, Purdy out, Mac Jones starting? I mean, Pearsall is the wide receiver one out there. If you need your partner's password, there's no trust. Dougal says. If you need your partner's password, there's no trust. Okay, I'm gonna ask you this, Dougal. So if you you and your lady, okay, or you and your significant other, okay, was in the same room, okay, or like a reality TV show or something, some rando came up to you guys and said, "Hey, if they told your lady, can you give your husband your phone and have him go through it, would you let him?" And what if she says no? You don't think that's a red flag? Like if you got put on the spot and your girl said, and someone told you, "Hey, give your phone to your husband and let him go through your phone," you wouldn't. And she says no, absolutely not. Like would you think that's a red flag? Can't trust someone if you can't trust yourself. It's you're screwed. Too much hub, huh? I don't know. I mean, it's not like, oh, I need to know your passcode. You know, well, I mean, I guess it's just this different because, you know, I have pictures on my kids on my phone and she has kids that, you know, my kids on her phone, and like there's pictures that she takes that I take that I want from her phone and she wants from my phone, you know, so. It's like you guys, some of y'all are saying that like signing a prenup might be a little worth it in 2025. But I totally get it. That's a different situation, Raph. But you're saying that like if you're needing to know their passcode, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it just depends what situation you're in, right, Dougal? Like, I guess we could just put it that way. It just depends what situation you're in, right? Just depends. Boundaries, Scott G says. 90% of women in America have something in their phones that their partner shouldn't see. I mean, that could be the other way around though, Collie. You feel me? That could be the other way around. I had a coworker that that told me that he says his wife thinks it's cheating if he goes watches the hub. Did I tell you guys that? I had a coworker that I used to watch, or that I used to work with, that he told me that his wife legit said that if he watches the hub, then it's considered as cheating. He also said that, like, if he ever got caught watching the hub, you know, and she caught him, then she would divorce him and leave him. Is that too much? Is that too far? I mean, you got married for a reason. I mean, marriage is a roller coaster. Yeah. Deadass. You know, when you have those guy talks with your homies or like your coworkers, sometimes the conversations get pretty freaking deep. Everyone has different boundaries. I respect it, but would not deal with it, Nam says. I mean, like I said, you know. My lady be pointing out other women showing me, Town Legend says. Happy wife, happy life, Kane says. Bunch of serial cheaters in the chat. They watch the every Dr. Chu says. Sounds like insecurities. That depends if she is taking care of her business. Custom says. I'm in 10-year D with the 2 kids and not married, just engaged. Am I? No. No. Bro, if you have kids, you're basically married, bro. If you have kids, you're basically married. Basically. You know. I'm dating a sneakerhead who loves sneakers, Skechers, and Jordan 1 mids. The hub is illegal where I'm at, Big Easy says. Wow. Well, then you can never watch it then. Well, there you guys go. Well, I guess we'll end the conversation with there. All right. Dating in 2025 with the collection family. All right, guys, but you guys enjoy the rest of your day. As a woman, I would say it would be a deal breaker if he's like consistently on the hub, but can't stop someone from doing that, C. Marie says. It's like, I mean, as a lady, it's like, I mean, if I was a lady, right? If I was a woman, right? It's like, he's watching too much hub. Am I doing something wrong? Like, you feel me? But I don't know. I don't know. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me as always. Great vibes here in the chat as always. Hit that like button on the way in or the way out. If you guys don't mind, let's run it up to 300 likes. Happy freaking Thursday. All right, Thursday night football. All right, I'm going to have an updated TikTok that I'm going to put up here very soon. I share with you guys on the on Discord. If anybody wants to follow me. I'm gonna start. I really want to start reacting to Niners football, and I do want to react to some WWE very, very soon. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. All right, I love y'all guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and all that fun stuff. All right, appreciate you guys. Like I said, a little on longer stream today. 8:15. So we gotta drop the kiddos to school, and now I'll catch you guys soon, man. All right, hit that like button. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good day, and I'll catch y'all. I'm out ya. Peace. Washington Commanders.